We're live.
Are we really? Are we really? Because I don't see nothing. I
still hear the commercial.
And I don't see.
Biatch, you walk around drunk with your eyes closed most of the time. You don't see nothing.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
I keep running into this door. Well, quit walking that way, Stephanie.
Fight me.
Somebody put it.
Hold on, let's go live.
Somebody put it.
All right, we're live. We're live. So we're joking about Stephanie being drunk and walking around in the dark, right? With her eyes closed. And she says,
I got a flashlight.
She says, why do I keep running into this same thing over and over again? I said, well, try walking a different direction.
She's got her eyes closed. And she said she had a flashlight.
Yep.
Need I say any more? Good morning.
Did you hear that?
Good morning. Yeah.
You noticed that? She's walking around with her eyes closed, but I got a flashlight. Okay.
Oh, boy. Good morning. How is everyone? Everybody good?
See, this is why I say the words that I want everybody to come in a few minutes early so that we can unwind and well, in this case, it's kind of like that monster where you pop it and it goes shh.
How's that go?
And then a couple seconds later, then everything's okay. It's safe to drink. So this is how the show is. You got to come in at 7:15. You got to kind of unwind. And because usually what happens is you turn the mics on and we're freaking crazy.
Steph, didn't he used to always say, don't come in early and do all that?
No.
He said,
I said when I come in, when you come in and I have headphones on and I'm editing stuff, don't disturb me. There's a difference.
Well, how do we know before we get here?
Because if he's got the headphones on, don't talk to him.
So
that's why I don't say anything at all until I come over here and see what the hell he's doing.
So I'm supposed to come in all full of piss and vinegar and like walk in if you got headphones on.
Hey, as long as you're talking to her, it's okay. Don't try to talk to me. Would you quit doing that with your hands?
But if not, I'm
please tell me you were going to throw some dice.
Yeah, that's what it was. Hey, look, cat's eyes.
You disgust me.
Oh my God. So hey, I just got finished playing some Kid Rock. I woke up in this cocky little mood this morning because I decided that I'm just over people. I'm just over it. And then I decided I'm gonna play Rockstar. And then it's like,
I want to be a
no, it wasn't that Rockstar. See, that just goes
DJ,
to show
baby.
I like the Porn Star Dancer song.
I do too.
See, y'all totally missed. Y'all don't get what Rockstar.
We don't get you. Is the problem.
So, is there anything such?
So next, on our next commercials, we're gonna play, and because I'm gonna finish talking about Rockstar real quick. We're gonna play "Hillbilly Rockstar" by Moccasin Creek, then Nickelback's Rockstar, and then I've got Rihanna and Slash just doing Rockstar. So all this morning is all about Rockstar.
And I'll be taking bets that Stephanie won't get more than 3 words in today.
Especially with a guest coming in today.
Jesus Christ, like she actually can get 3 words out of her mouth in one sentence.
Right now, just call me with your bets, 3-to-1 odds. Okay.
All right, Steph, do you actually had something to say?
Yeah, it was actually kind of a question.
Well, then that means that's not something to say.
Yes, it is. It's the same thing.
A statement and a question are 2 different things.
My mouth will be moving and words will be coming out.
Well, your mouth moves every day and we're not sure the words coming out of it.
Can I go home?
No.
And
7:37.
And that backfire fart that comes out of your mouth isn't technically a word either.
Wow. No, that's a burp.
Well, that stinky stuff that came out of your mouth was a backfired fart. That was no way.
No, it was not
different
stinky.
Voice, same smell.
Yes.
It was not stinky.
Look, Steph's being a ventriloquist.
A what?
A ventriloquist.
You were going to say a vaginaquist.
No, I cannot get that out of my mouth.
I am so
that was even worse.
A vaginaquist.
Oh, it sounded like you said a vaginaquist.
No, I said vagina.
I know you said.
Wow, Stephanie, you got hung up on the V.
Yeah, man.
Have you seen one like
Hail to the V.
Oh, hail to the no.
Have you not seen that commercial?
I haven't, but I want to be a member.
No, but my thought is Stephanie trying to pay homage to the V is kind of confusing.
A vaginaquist.
She's like getting on her hands and knees, bowing down. You have all the power. You have all the power. Where can I get one?
Mike,
you like that?
I threw up a little. Didn't mean to look your way. I was just trying to swallow.
Shut up, Mike.
Oh my God.
What?
Can we get back to what you said was a statement, but then turns out to be a question?
Where's
Yeah,
my
I was
vagina
just gonna-
quest?
I was just going to ask a question. Is there such thing as a cheap
Yes.
bottle of champagne that
Yes.
pops?
Yes. Corbett.
It'll pop and explode and
Yeah.
all that?
Can I
Corbett.
ask just why?
Because
It's
my
like-
daughter is graduating
Yeah.
next Friday, and she's 22, so we have to have champagne.
Yeah, get Corbett or get the sparkling grape juice. It's just as good, but it's not alcoholic.
So I can't get her drunk.
Yeah, go to. You know what a
No,
lot of times.
I would not get her drunk. No.
Are you from Alabama? Why are you trying to get your daughter drunk? Weirdo.
No, we were just talking about doing it outside and having it explode. You
Yeah,
know, when we get back to
Corbell.
the house.
Yeah,
Just buy
Corbell
a
is.
freaking firecracker.
No,
Corbell
she might
is
get in
like
trouble and get expelled, even though she's graduating or
Probably
suspended.
less than $10 for a bottle of Corbell.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just get her some Mad Dog. You can get her a sippy straw too.
I'm telling you, it tastes like crap. I would go with the sparkling grape juice.
I
stuff.
would go with the sparkling. Yeah.
Yeah, at least
Champagne.
it's
I don't
good.
even like champagne to begin with.
But
Even
the sparkling,
expensive shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say every time somebody walks up to at a wedding, because I do all these weddings, somebody goes, "This is some really good champagne, unlike the last wedding you've done." And they say that. Can you believe that somebody at one wedding will say that?
Oh yeah.
Because people watch my Facebook, so they'll be like, "This is a better champagne than that last wedding you did," because they've watched the pictures, right? And I'm thinking, what makes you think yours is better than the last one I did? It's funny to see people do that. But then you hand me champagne, and I'm like, oh, okay.
One, it's disgusting. Two, until you get up into the real expensive champagne, you're not really getting much different. All the cheap champagnes are the same stuff.
It's kind of like hookers. They're all pretty much the same.
Yeah, when you got $9, you can't
The
really
Red
be
Roof
choosing.
Inn hooker and the back of the Pinto hooker is still the same hooker.
You know what? It is
Just because they left
so-
the lights on just meant she was a little prettier.
I don't know if you were doing this
Come on,
as a,
Stephanie, you gotta like that one.
I don't know if you did that because of a segue, but you do know that there's a big thing going on down in Atlanta right now
No, I did not.
about
What?
trying to shut down the cheap motels because of that. The cheap hooker thing.
Listen, let me just say this.
Okay.
If they would just go ahead and add that cheap hooker hotel service to the meter maids, the city of Atlanta would make more. I mean, all they do is walk by the door. If it says it has 10 minutes left, terrific. Come back in 10 minutes. And if it says that their time's expired and they're still in there boinking on the Motel 6 mattress, then charge them.
Say boinking.
Well, that's the only safe
Boink,
word I
boink,
could
boink.
use. But my point is, add that to the meter maid service. Let them make some cash. Let the city of Atlanta make some cash off of it. Listen, there's no rides in Atlanta free.
Well, that's not true.
You know of some free ones?
I
I was just gonna say mustache rides.
So, anyways, they're trying to close down.
Hey, it's before 8:00.
Man, if I said that stuff, security would be escorting me out. Right now. I
Just-
swear.
all
I
can do
am
is-
so. You know what I'm over?
all I can do is
I am
point at her.
I am so over the freaking different
It's
levels.
sexist, isn't it?
It is.
It's sexist.
It is, and she doesn't even have a vagina. We talked
Yes,
about.
I do.
Well, we talked about this just a little bit ago during the meeting, and you
She
didn't.
found one on the beach. She was walking around looking for shells, and
Oh my
Is
God.
that what that thing that closes was?
Oh no!
Well,
here we go.
it was a clam,
I knew that was
and it
coming.
had some green algae on it. We just
Oh.
told you it was a bearded clam.
Oh my gosh, we were watching this movie. We were watching this movie
called
yesterday, and I
porn
got to
stuff.
get this in before. 8
No,
o'clock,
my
9
God,
o'clock,
I do not
whatever.
need to hear you say I was watching
It
a
was-
movie and I need to get this in.
It's
It was called-
You
porn.
weirdo.
No, it was
It's
called
porn.
Teeth. Have either
No.
one of you ever seen that movie?
I try to avoid movies that only have one word in the title.
The girl's vajayjay had teeth,
Oh my
and
God.
she would bite.
Why are you telling us this?
Because you were talking about vajayjays and clams and shutting and.
I want to go
So
back.
that-
I want to go. Shush.
go-
I want to go back to this hotel thing. What's up with the hotel, Mike? What's going on? I figured I'd lead you in with a little bit of music. Yeah, man. That covers the hotel story and her and the damn oyster.
All right, now I'm kind of weirded out because I'm thinking of a JJ with teeth.
Well, she just said blue waffle. Now you think about the Waffle House?
Blue waffle?
Yes, it was.
Do you not know what a blue waffle is?
Oh my God.
Let me just pull up the picture.
A blue.
How do you not know?
I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that don't know what a
Oh
blue
my
waffle is.
God.
Stephanie's tripping, so I know it's not going to be good.
And Alex is saying teeth, the snapping badge, sheety movie. It literally bites. And yes, it did. It literally bit.
Wow. That's, yeah.
And I didn't finish watching it.
That's not good.
Yeah. I'm glad I got my food down.
Oh, that's somebody's
mouth.
That homie's dead there. What? I don't understand. Somebody bite him on the face or what? That's like a rape thing.
Anyways.
Yeah. So that's pretty disgusting.
Yeah, it was. Can we get back to that hotel thing?
Yeah, after I vomit.
The Hotel No-Tell Holiday Inn.
Woo! Say it again. I'm just trying to. Wow. Something went wrong there.
Ew, it grosses me out.
Why are you looking
well, why
at
do you
it?
I'm trying to
keep
get away
looking
from
at it?
Okay, next.
Why do you keep looking at it?
Oh my God, I just got cold feels. I think I'm about to hurl. Okay, Mike. Hotel.
Well, I'm looking. Hold on. Well, what it was is they were talking about, there's so many, shall we just go with seedy hotels downtown in Atlanta? And of course, that's going to affect travel. And now that the summer's coming up, you don't want people coming to Atlanta to see beautiful Atlanta and, going on all over the place. So they're talking about a crackdown on, but see now, law enforcement is saying that the crackdown's going to be too expensive and takes all of their resources.
You know that song?
Yeah, actually, that's my ringtone.
You got some bomb ass pussy. I know you got the bomb pussy.
At the Holiday Inn.
Come on, tell one of your friends. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. That was just crazy.
Hey, it's 7:45. I was just trying to squeeze in a little bit of humor.
Wow.
Is that what that was?
Well, you tried to squeeze in a little bit of humor too, and they just giggle at you. So they're trying to close it down. Who is trying to close it down? Is it the city itself?
Yeah, you've got
so the government is trying to stop.
You got the city trying to do one thing. You got law enforcement saying they don't have the resources to do the
other. But what?
It's like,
how are they ruling it? I mean, most of these hotels don't charge no hourly rates. It's
no, they do.
Oh, really?
Oh, God, yeah.
I thought they only charged, by the day price.
Yeah,
and see, there's all sorts of things wrong with that too.
Here's the question: when you charge by the hour, does the maid come in and clean it?
Yeah, afterwards.
Wow. Okay.
And then there are some people that there'll be 4 or 5, let's say, girls.
What if I just
night.
really need to take a nap for an hour?
Yeah, that happens.
I just pull over on the side of the road, need a little bit of a power nap. I go into this little dive. I pay for my room. I go in there with some Taco Bell and take a nap.
But let's say there's a couple girls that get a room for a night or two. You see what I'm saying? And they just sit there and it's just like
turn and burn.
So
wait, I'm not implying the car lot. Sorry.
Yeah, really.
I meant more turning into guys and chlamydia.
Ooh.
And
not
burn.
Necessarily a town in Sicily. So you got. Here's my point on all this: is why isn't the city talking to the law enforcement and them coming together instead of the city talking to the press and it getting back to law enforcement? You see,
here's a question too: is the hotels advertising they charge by the hour?
No.
Or do the hotels say, oh, no, we only charge by the day, and then secretly charge by the hour?
Yes.
Okay, so then how do we, as the city, have proof this is happening? Now, we're assuming they send in undercover. But at that point, how are you sending in city undercover if it's not actually police that's undercover?
And the police they say they don't have the resources. They're chasing big crime. And, of course, city government wants to stop the unattractive crime.
It is big crime. We've got people screaming at McDonald's they should make $15 an hour, and these girls are doing like for $15. I think there should be a pay increase. There needs to be a hooker union so that they can start getting benefits, health care.
Yeah, but that's only in Nevada, right?
No, there's a pimp brotherhood office,
off of Metropolitan
714.
Didn't they change the name of that? Metropolitan? Didn't they change it?
Oh my God, you dumb.
It was used to be Stewart Avenue, and they changed it to Metropolitan.
Yeah, so that's going on downtown.
Go into the city.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
So, anyways, don't anybody take any of this to heart. This is all just picking and having fun, just like hanging out with your friends on the front porch.
Yeah,
all
and your friends are weird.
Dripping the JJs. Y'all need to tighten it up. God. Tighten it up. Quit being so wussy.
It's almost 8. We'll stop it.
Alrighty then.
So yeah.
So did y'all see on the news where the psychiatrist has been doing the pill?
Three murders?
Or three.
Was he a psychiatrist?
Yes.
That was writing all the pills?
Yeah.
I saw them escorting them out, and then it was like, and remember when we did a report back months ago, and I'm like, I do vaguely remember it months ago. I just only caught them as they were handcuffed. He was handcuffed going out the door when they had that part.
Well, that's crazy. But hey, look at all the dentists that have been tried with stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They knock you out to take out your wisdom teeth, and they do bad
Selfies.
things. And
please, can that happen to me and Jennifer Anderson be my?
My
dentist?
Horrible bosses.
Yeah,
sign me up.
That I will go to any dentist that looks like her.
Yeah, that would be a fair bet.
I will be more than happy. I will be more than happy for you to knock me unconscious as long as I can wear my GoPro.
And
so I can watch it for my entertainment value later.
And you know what? I'll be honest with you. As long as I get a copy of the pictures, I'm okay with it.
That's right. All right, Steph, what about, so the guy.
Clayton County doctor is now in jail accused of murder in the overdose deaths of 3 of his patients.
Crazy.
In the 28-page indictment, it accuses psychiatrist Dr. Narendra of running a pill mill out of his Clayton County office. The indictment says illegally prescribed dangerous.
Just say the doctor at that point.
Okay. Illegally prescribed dangerous and addictive narcotics without a medical purpose to 3 people, which caused their overdose deaths. He also faces 59 other charges of unauthorized distribution of a controlled substance. Among the long list of drugs involved are methadone and hydrocodone.
Wow.
Clayton County.
2 of the most destructive drugs.
Yeah, because
you might as well just said meth.
I thought
Obit Central.
I thought not, and I know people are going to call me stupid for this, but I thought
never would anybody call you stupid.
They better not. I'm here.
I thought only specific.
Mike just starts smiling.
Specific doctors could prescribe methadone.
That's what I would think. I was under the impression that only at the
methadone clinic.
The methadone clinic can you get methadone, because methadone was supposed to be used to get you off of all the other stuff.
Yeah, that's what I always thought that.
No, I guess if you're a doctor, you can write scripts. So.
It's just surprising because I always was under the impression that the only way off Oxy is go down to the pain management clinic or whatever they want to call themselves to get you off of it.
That's crazy.
Guess not.
Apparently.
And then they talked to another man whose wife
But it just
died.
goes back to say that I don't want to say that we always believe what we hear, but it's like the Bible. Most people think they know the Bible because they've heard other people talk about the Bible, but they really haven't read the Bible.
Well, you know what? I've read the Bible numerous times, and I'm here to tell you, if you've read it once, even if you truthfully have read it once, you don't have a grasp of it.
Right.
People love to say that.
Right.
Another person that they actually talked to, who his wife died in 2013, said that his son and the wife was patients of this doctor, and the wife died because her liver.
She had a quiver in her liver?
Woo, get some.
Her liver was just completely shot from years of pain medication. And the son was 3 years old, and this doctor put him on Ritalin and clonidine.
Ooh.
Clonopin.
No, this says clonidine. CLONIDINE.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, never heard
But
of that.
3 years old and being put on Ritalin.
That's a little.
They don't even.
Yeah, they at least waited till I was like 2nd grade.
Yeah, at least they waited till he was like 3.5.
I mean, yeah, come on. Haven't you ever heard Terrible Twos?
Treacherous
Kids act out.
No.
Well, I could tell you, Terrible Twos would be is if your old man had you and had a girlfriend. That would be Terrible Twos.
No.
Yeah, I thought that was ambidextrous. But bum.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
But,
Hey, so
yeah.
whatever happened to my boy Chumley? Anybody ever hear what happened?
You could research that one.
I mean, I'm looking at it.
You know, it's funny how this all happens. They pump all this stuff into the news.
Yeah, and then they don't give you any follow-up.
Well, it's almost like they do it to misdirect you from looking at the obvious important stuff that you're supposed to be looking at.
Oh,
and then the next thing you know, what they were making a big deal out of that really wasn't a big deal to begin with, all of a sudden just disappears. And then you're left standing there going, why did we make a big deal of this if we're not going to keep up with it?
Okay, you want to know here? I will.
You give us your impression.
I will hit you with a big one of those right now.
Okay.
Zika. Okay, the CDC wants $1 billion to combat Zika coming to the United States. The House only approved.
It was already here.
Well, hold on. Get this. The House only approved $622 million, and the CDC's one.
Here's what gets me is if
what the hell costs that much?
If we can kill so many things on this planet, why have we not attacked whatever? I don't know if you can say the insect has DNA, but use that as a word. Why have they not found a way to attack the genetics of this mosquito and just kill mosquitoes altogether? What purpose do they serve?
I have one question, sir.
Sir?
What costs $622 million? You know what? We don't need
the CIA costs that much.
We don't need to raise taxes.
But that's my point. Why don't we just extinguish mosquitoes altogether? Somebody should cut up a few of them, find out what makes them tick, and get rid of it. Yeah. Because they serve no purpose. It's not like a bee that pollinates everything.
Right. Okay. Here's my point. Okay. If we're going to spend $622 million, but they needed $1 billion, one, is anybody asking what this was going to be spent on, or is it just here's a freaking check for $622 million? Number two, and I'm getting this out before 8 o'clock. You're pissing me off. This charging our government $1,000 for like a pen.
Yes,
or $800.
Here's my thing.
Clock.
When I was in the Boy Scouts, I was called the quartermaster. That means I kept up with all the
supplies,
troops, personal. I shouldn't say personal because it's not personal at that point, but all the belongings that belong to the troop. So in other words, we'd have 2 spare backpacks. If Timmy needed a backpack, he would check it out for this camping trip, and then he'd have to bring it back to me, and I'd check it back in. Tents, pots, pans, anything like that. So my point is this. Who is the guy in charge that says, sure, we need 14 gold ballpoint pens at $4,000 a pen?
But
who is the dumb ace that says, yes, I will order that?
Yeah, you know who it is? It's the guy who's going to get a kickback of $1,200 for each pen that nobody else is going to know about.
I get you. And that's why I'm sitting here saying, who's not checking that, though?
Makes me sick to my stomach. And here's the thing is, if anybody that what they'll do is they'll say, well, you can't check everything. Yes, you can. It's not your
Look, when
money.
I hand Stephanie a 20 and say, hey, do me a favor.
Get the hotel room for an hour.
That was a good one. But what makes you think I'd only give her a 20? I mean, like,
because you only need it for an hour,
like a 10, maybe.
That's
anywho's. If I say, listen,
no, not $10 make you holler. No. It's not anything you want for $10. No, no.
Talk about a 20 and you get a whole different rednecksteph.
5, she'll make me discuss and cuss. For $20, I hand her and say, listen, do me a favor, run over there and get me some McDonald's and get yourself whatever you want. Because if you're going to be nice enough to go get it for me, I'll help you out.
Sure.
You know,
You fly
hell,
out by.
same thing. You know, Denise helped me carry trash off one day. I bought her lunch. I mean, you know, if you're going to help me, I'm going to help you. I try to my best to be that person. And the thing that gets me is, at what point though does somebody not say, Stephanie, I gave you a 20. One, where's my change? And I thought you were going to McDonald's. How did you come back with a t-shirt? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
what?
It's a
You gave me the money. You gave me the money.
That's my question though, is at what point does somebody not say,
And then you've got Fortune magazine going, could LEDs help fight the Zika virus? Yeah, LEDs are what, 12 cents. So
how's LED supposed to fight?
Yeah, I guess they're going to buy $622 million worth of LED lights.
So we're going to start sleeping where there's light 24 hours a day?
Light attracts them.
Okay, look, neither one of you have any super duper advanced degrees that cost us millions of dollars. So don't y'all just sit here and try to solve world problems. I was just doing that while I was looking it up. So,
well, I'm just curious. I just truthfully sit here and go, can't this be figured out?
Right
like,
now,
can't this just be figured out? Why does it seem to be so hard?
Well, I mean, it's a mosquito-borne illness. Okay, now here's the thing. Remember yesterday, Brett was talking about this, but a mosquito is not like locust. It doesn't have an exoskeleton that's protected from chemicals. A mosquito is one of the most fragile.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Why have we not sliced them open and said, okay, this will kill them and not be harmful to anything else on the planet? Why can't we just figure out what will kill them?
Well, right here it says, the company that they're talking about.
Because I just heard about that DEET stuff that goes in
yesterday. Yeah.
Stuff, and you're not supposed to have that on your skin. Me and my wife had that long conversation yesterday.
Yeah, and I've done that numerous times in the military. This company hopes that the little finely tuned lights can keep the mosquitoes in check. Oh, LED lights. Somebody come back and tell me why they need $1 billion.
Well, somebody explain to me what an LED light does to a mosquito.
An LEDs, they've been around since what? About the 80s. All right. And it's got that intense, they can control the illumination so they can find a spectrum where it's going to work. Okay. So they finally tune these LEDs, and apparently that perfect light will distract the insects so that they can be killed, like a zapper type thing.
Oh, so in other words, we can start putting those in the backyard.
I guess, yeah. Man.
I would love that. Why don't we do that? Why don't we make a huge one, put it on a cell phone tower, and just let all the mosquitoes go there?
Well, I can tell you right now.
I mean, it was that simple.
Some group
we tried to say that about, Walking Dead.
Don't hurt the mosquitoes. Don't hurt the mosquitoes. Hell no, we won't DEET. I'm sure there's some group of idiots out there that are protesting the fact that we're taking the lives of the innocent mosquito. And how do you differentiate between a mosquito and a Zika virus carrying mosquito? Don't be a racist.
It's going to come out in like 8 years that this is some government conspiracy and some guy in a lab invented this Zika crap
and got $1 billion.
He was actually trying to make a zombie and ended up with the Zika, and that's the only reason they sound the same. Hey, let's go to a commercial. We're at 8 o'clock.
Sounds like a winner.
We'll be back, everybody. Here comes the other rock star song. I'm living like a rock star today. I'm just laughing at everybody.
Oh boy.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Eddie's gonna have to put you up here in a little bit. Okay? Haven't heard from him, so.
Well, this says that that mosquitoes are mainly attracted to the heat that is generated in lighting sources. And LED light bulbs do not give off.
Yeah, that's why they're using the spectrum. Began testing it.
And then it won't swarm. And it won't swarm to the LED light.
They have spent trillions. That's 12 zeros for a freaking airplane that we're going to put in some guy's hands. It's not unmanned. I mean, I swear to God, I could do a whole show on nothing but government freaking. How come there's no oversight? Roku.
Hate Roku? I don't get why you would care.
I hate because it's freaking taken over. I bought a internet TV.
I thought Roku was supposed to be another one of those free whatever.
No.
Roku free.
Freaking takes over.
No, but I thought it was just like people were buying Apple TV and people were buying Roku.
No, yeah, I got a.
Go explain the difference. What is the Roku that you hate so much about?
It like takes over and makes you go through Roku to do everything. When I log into freaking Hulu, I don't want to go through Roku.
I don't want to go cuckoo
on my poo-poo. Yeah, see, so here you got the F-35 that costs $1 trillion freaking dollars. And this is what they're doing. Would the F-35, would it have won World War II battles? So they're spending billions of dollars trying to figure out on if it would have World War II battles. Like that's any freaking. U.S. will not sell the F-35 fighter jet countries. About to go to war with Saudi Arabia.
That to explain that.
Funny show.
Then don't bring it up, man.
Hey, you guys wanted me here in the morning meeting. Emily, why do they do that? They
It's
give
not
you
the news anymore.
all that freaking information and then I like Chumley. All right, let's see.
God, she looks rough. He looks rough.
Yeah, he looks bad.
He hadn't changed
Still
much.
looks pretty good. Yeah. From the baby picture. Mr. T looks bad too.
Yeah.
You gotta figure whatever they've done catches up with them.
Yes, it does, sir. Yes, sir, it does. One of the comments about Chumley says, my brother-in-law. Chumley and possessing meth. Gotta love the Discovery Channel. No. He pleads guilty to 2 felonies. No joke.
Wow.
I got to pee.
All right, but it appears as though Chumley is going to get off without any jail time. Attorneys reportedly worked out what the people want to know about.
He's making fun of you.
There's actually a group out there called Team Chum.
Oh, Bella. Dude, not cool. You scared the shit out of me. Come here, Bella.
Get over here. Don't go under that table.
Yeah, I'm was sitting here and well, yeah, I was sitting here and all of a sudden I have something cold on my knee and I'm like, whoa, what the hell? It was her nose.
She gets under there and starts yanking cables.
All right, man. I love that iconic music.
Lights on.
There was a photographer that tried to duplicate it. Instead of coming up with your own ideas, people come up with.
Yeah, Shania Twain did it too.
Shania Twain?
Huh?
And we're back.
Bum, bum.
So you were bringing up Chum Lee.
Um,
Is he any relation to Bruce Lee?
Or Nikki Lee. Tommy Lee.
I was going to say, who the hell is Nikki Lee? I was thinking, are you saying a porn star or something? Why would you bring that up, Steph?
Yes.
All right, Mike, go to what you were talking about.
I'm thoroughly what the hell are y'all talking about?
We don't know.
Old Chum Lee, Team Chum. It's really actually his fan base group thing. Well, you gotta love it. Here we go again. I think I should just do a show on things that piss. Oh wait, I do. The world according to my. I was trying to get a belch out.
Let's
Sorry.
count how many plugs he plugs for his show today.
Yeah. So anyhow, how about you keep going?
If you had a show, Steph, I'd plug yours.
Sure, you
But
would.
you don't.
You don't plug Alex.
No, just
I do. I plug Alex's show
Shut
all the
up.
time.
You don't plug the gurus.
No, because that's really he's just weird. Okay. It appears though as Chumley, he's gonna get off without any jail time. Imagine that.
Don't that just stink to hear those kind of things?
Yeah, he had 2 felony charges against him. No jail time. Me, they would have put me under the jail. All right, so no jail time after his attorneys reportedly worked out a sweet deal with the prosecution. So yeah, 2 freaking felonies and whatever happened. Didn't he have sexual assault charges too?
Yeah.
Where'd they go? They're not even talking about them. They must have just
plead them down.
Since you weren't guilty of the felonies, we can't charge you with the sexual.
That's right.
Yeah, there you go. Oh man, it's ridiculous. I wish this country would start looking at their entertainers in a whole different light. I'm sick and tired of finding out who George Clooney's voting for, or Yeah,
because I thought that was a private matter, anyways. That. I mean, I'm not going to say that I thought it was supposed to be illegal for you to ask, but I just thought common courtesy.
Yeah.
You don't ask who you're voting for.
Well, also too, it's like, what's her name? Julia Roberts and Richard Gere. They get together to go see a movie at the Cannes Film Festival. That's cute. It's adorable. They were such an adorable little couple in the movie. That's great. But you know what? I don't give a rat's butt who they're voting for,
so
or
why
what,
even bring it up?
Yeah,
the reporters even ask. Yeah.
It's Julia Roberts, a dedicated, Democrat, thinks that Hillary Clinton is the best thing that ever happened, and everyone on the planet should vote for her or die. How about what was the chick in the Iron Man movies? What was her name?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah. How about she went ballistic about how people on EBT and welfare and all that other stuff were just whiners and complainers. And so somebody challenged her to go on like a $10 a day lifestyle. And she did it for like 3 days. How about Jodie Foster complaining that the weak or the poor are weak, and how they're just trying to hoard entitlements, and somebody points out the fact that Jodie Foster's worth $100 million.
But the sad part is, a lot of these people aren't making any efforts to be any better. That's the problem.
And if you had 100, Scotty,
I'm not talking about the rich people.
Scotty, you're and I'm not sucking up or nothing here, but I mean, you're a guy that would give somebody the shirt off the back, the proverbial give you the shirt off the back if you had to, right? If you had $100 million you know what? You would probably spend 99.9 million of it on other things.
Oh
other
God,
people.
look, one of the things, again, everybody listens to the show, and my little vamps that are out there like to twist what I say.
Well, I mean, you're a butthead. Don't get me wrong.
But if you could stop hating on me long enough to open your damn ears, one of the things we were talking about a long time ago, because this is a show, it's supposed to be entertaining. We're supposed to poke you. We're supposed to get your nerves twisted up, and that's what we're doing. It's a damn show.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, then the two of you quit friggin' listening. So it's that simple. So the thing that gets me is, we had said one time before that if you won millions on lottery, I said I would piss off so many people in some of these counties, because I would go and buy a nice fat ace, big chunk of property with a big old house. And then we were talking about opening up on one corner, one side, where all the homeless people can go, and then set up a clinic. I mean, there would be so much that we would do, but you would also then, as the idea got bigger, you would go, okay, well, now you got to look at, they'd have to sign waivers when they came in, because that's all you need is two drunk guys beating hell out of each other, because you'd have to have medical on staff. You'd always have to have security on staff. And
here it goes. Enter the politicians.
See?
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of y'all don't hear me talk about these things anymore, because when I do try to talk about it, I get these negative Nancys that just start chiming in. It's like so many times I've had this one person and keep trying to tell me what I need to do. You need to this, you need to that. And I'm like, do you all of a sudden think that you're the one that has some great idea and I've not already tried all these things? Like when we fed all the homeless in Rockdale, Newton County, Henry County, Walton County, when we went in 2014 and did that, we pissed off
a lot
so many people, because
you can't just go feed the homeless.
Well, they didn't want it aired that we had homeless. Like, the newspaper did something about it and was talking about, local DJ gets out, makes the decision to we start feeding the homeless. But the problem is more than half the people in our county didn't even know we had homeless. I had a girl that had cancer, and we helped her. We stood up when nobody else would do anything. We stood up, helped her get all this money to pay all her insurance stuff to be able to get her cancer treated. She actually sent me a message one day arguing with us. What do you mean they lived under a bridge? There's no bridge in Rockdale.
Well,
there is.
We've never seen any homeless in Rockdale. This is made up. And I'm like,
that's a classic.
Have you fallen and hit your head? Like, how can you say there's not a bridge in Rockdale? How can you say we don't have homeless? You are just closing your eyes and driving with blinders on, apparently, if you're not seeing everything left and right and you're only seeing just what's in front of you.
Wearing rose-colored glasses.
Okay,
but it's so funny. I mean, me with millions and millions and millions, I'd piss everybody off.
Well, yeah, and
don't care.
That wasn't really I understand, but the point I'm trying to make is that all these, you know what? I'm not saying if all the actors got together and gave up all their money, and all the billionaires got it, but you got people that are.
I'm just holding my hand up so that I can say something when I get a chance to.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to input that aren't these same actors and actresses and rock stars and all that, correct me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
But didn't they have to work their asses off to get where they're at? I mean, it wasn't
the catch-22, because here's the double side to it.
Money.
Here's the double side to it, though. Some of the poor people that they're talking smack about are the people that gave up their hard-earned money to make those people famous.
Exactly.
Does that make sense?
I mean,
I'm confused.
As they're complaining about some of these poor people, they're not realizing that some of these poor people are the ones that paid the $5 to $8 to go see the movie that made them famous.
Yeah,
they were in those poor people's spot. They weren't just born into money.
Some, not all, but some.
I'm talking about people that have $100 million.
Well, George Clooney wasn't born with $100 million in his pocket. I mean, he was that
Granted,
person.
he worked for it, but I mean, the point of, I guess what I'm getting at here is that if we don't start taking care of each other, guess what? We will proverbially go into the apocalypse. We'll go into the zombie apocalypse.
Well,
there'll be such
we are
separation,
right? But see, before you got here, and I was trying to explain this to somebody before
this morning.
No, I meant period on a timeline. When people keep saying, "Why don't you do this?" and "Why don't you do this?" Do you think for one second that you just came up with this incredible idea and it hasn't been tried? In 2014, man, we set out and did so much, and we helped so many people. And then all we did was get our hands slapped, get talked about, get death threats. I mean, hello, I carry a gun for a reason. I mean, we've already set out and tried to do these things. The problem is when you try to, if you try to help people, you piss off half the people and they make life for you insane. If you don't help people, you get half the people pissed off at you, and all they want to do is make your life insane. So it's a catch-22 no matter what you do.
Well, that's why I'm okay with being insane, because in reality, what you're talking about is exactly true. You can't please everybody, so you just pick your battles.
I mean, wasn't you telling me that this morning?
Me?
Yeah, you were saying you're a radio host. Don't let these people get under your skin.
That was our private meeting.
Whatever, but wasn't you just saying that? So the problem is it doesn't matter what Gwyneth Paltrow says, because no matter what she says, somebody's going to be wussied and butthurt.
What is it? Alex calls them the uninformed voter.
Yes.
You know, the people that just get one little smidgen of the news and
think they know so much. Yes.
Well, you know, when there's 300 freaking million people in this country, and you got CNN, like last night on my show. Write that down, Steph. That's another plug for The World According to Mike at 7 p.m. on Wednesday nights on the Just for
Man, if I could have got, if your dumb ass would have charged that, I could have got to it and muted it.
Yeah, but you didn't, did you?
He did it purposefully.
Yeah, I did. I purposely left the charger off of that just to get that plug in.
And all I was
According to Mike at 7 p.m. on the Just for Fun Radio Network.
All I was trying to say is these same people that are these people that the celebrities are talking down on. The celebrities were them at one point in their life.
Possibly, yes.
Now, are you saying that I'm confused, Steph, and I'm tired.
They weren't born with a silver spoon.
I know, but are
mouth.
you taking the side of the actors, or are you just saying that they
yeah? What side of this are you taking?
I'm not taking the side of the actors. That's why
I'm kind of being both on it, saying I do see two points to it.
I don't understand.
That's why I was trying to clarify it. I guess I'm not taking the side of the actors because I think it's wrong for them to talk down on these poor people, because the actors were those poor people at one point in time in their life, is what I'm saying.
I'm going to sound very...
And I got somebody saying right here is that you need to stop, and this is in capital letters, you need to stop worrying about them little vamp bitches.
Okay. Gwyneth Paltrow is really tall, though.
And she's hot.
Yeah. God, yeah. Thanks, Steph.
You said hot, you dumb. And you know what you did when you said dumb? I mean, when you said hot, dumb. Do you know what you did when you said hot? Did you hear Mike stutter? As soon as you say anything sexual, el perverto over there just goes like into another weird zone.
That's my Hispanic name.
You say the word hot, and he goes to Earth too.
El Federale Militaro.
So
Jared Leto's hot. Even dressed up as a woman.
Can we move on? Let's move on to a different subject.
Okay.
Let's go backwards for a second. I have an LED floodlight on my house. I didn't check these earlier. I apologize. I have an LED floodlight on my house, and it does not attract a quarter of the bugs that the other one would.
Yeah, but the other one uses a ton of electricity. So it's the spectrum, the light spectrum of the LED.
Whatever. I'm just telling you what one of the listeners
I'm just pointing this out because I'm
and
not going to listen to somebody shoot something down that fast.
You dumbass. He's saying that they don't attract the amount of bugs. He's not complaining or contradicting what you're saying, because you are talking about a spectrum, but he is making an obvious statement. Like, for instance, all these people, I have a big problem with people that don't put the yellow bug lights next to their front door. Yellow? Because every time I open the front door, if you don't have the yellow light for bugs, all it does is Bug zappers, for instance. How many people hang a bug zapper on their deck? You're not supposed to hang it on your deck, dum-dum. You're supposed to hang it like 10 feet from your deck so that the mosquitoes don't come to your deck. They go over there and get zapped. Yeah. So when you put these nice bright white bulbs that attract bugs next to your front door, that means every time you open your front door, all those bugs come in your front door.
Yep.
Yeah, but where are you supposed to put your bug light?
You're not supposed to put your bug light 5 feet from your front door.
It does. I know, but it doesn't make any sense to put it out by the street, does it?
No, but you're actually supposed to have it 6 to 10 feet away from your deck so that everything that would typically be on your deck is being drawn over to this light.
Have you ever used citronella?
Yes.
Does it work? I've never.
I don't know. It makes me sneeze.
Okay. I've never used it.
I've never really seen that big of a deal.
The torch,
I got the 4 torches out there. When we do a movie, we usually put 4 torches up. We do a square, and then we sit in the middle of it to watch the movie. And I don't really believe it makes that big of a difference.
Really? How about that? And they've been selling the crap out of that stuff.
Here's my problem with that. Hypothetically speaking, Stephanie, ignore everything that's come out of my mouth. So you set up a square. If you set up a square, knowing that, I know this is going to contradict your brain, Stephanie, because north, east, west, and south is a cross and a square is not. So that means the corner of the top left of the square would be northwest. The top right corner would be northeast. The lower left corner would be southwest. The lower right corner would be southeast. So now if we're sitting, Stephanie, shut up. If we're sitting in the middle of this square and the wind is blowing northwest, that means only one torch is worth the crap. Does that make sense to you, Mike?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but doesn't it like diffuse osmosis type? And get.
But if the wind's blowing,
yeah, I know.
See what I'm getting at?
It's kind of like if somebody opens up a bottle of perfume across the room. I mean, it's way over there, but you do get a little, even if the wind's blowing.
I was so nervous when I was doing all this northwest, east, south, and Stephanie was going to have to ask questions. That's why I'm just telling you, just don't even get in it.
Now the buckets that you, where did we get them? I think we got them from Walmart.
Yeah, it still has the same stuff in it.
Yeah, yes, but those actually do work.
It has the same stuff in them.
But they work. He was asking if they worked, and they work.
Stephanie,
they work better than those stupid off candles.
And we're off. Ding ding. Round 1.
We're off and running.
But it's got the same stuff in it.
It's got more
wax.
Yes.
What? Say it. It's got more stuff in it.
It's got more citronella in it.
It has a bigger flame.
It has a bigger wick. I said wick.
Say dumb.
You better be glad you clarified.
Somebody used the D word.
No, I said wick.
Somebody used the D.
I did not say Bangkok.
The same stuff. Anyways, but you see my point though, is if the wind's blowing. So what we have found is, and it gets a little expensive, is Off makes this little round disc that you just stick on your pants, or your shirt or your neck collar.
Yeah, but Brett said those.
No. He said he's never tried them, so he doesn't know if they
that's what we've been putting on Zaylee, and I don't know if it's because Zaylee's got a smaller body and this little disc is big compared to her body versus big compared to our body. Like, in other words, Zaylee wears 1, Mike needs to wear like 6.
Yeah, but they got DEET in them.
Mike's going to make a necklace out of those things.
They got DEET in them.
Not those little discs.
They're little DEET.
The coconut oil seems to be the better idea.
That's what I'm thinking. I like the
as long as I don't have to eat it.
Oh my God, Stephanie.
I'm going to die.
I feel like dying now.
I'm going to die. It's going to happen. Probably sooner than later.
Do we need to find a subject to change to, like go to a commercial or something?
I don't care. I was going to bring up the F-35. This F-35 thing is a thorn in my side.
Why do you keep going back to that?
Because, Scotty, one F-35C cost $116 million, and that's without the engine.
Okay, let's talk about real money. So Charlie Sheen signed a deal to do 100 episodes of Anger Management.
Yes.
He's 30% owner, which I didn't know that. He's 30% owner of the show. The problem is he filmed 100 episodes He had this huge deal signed. Apparently he made money off of that, but it's now being syndicast, and he's not making any money off of it.
Oh, he's pissed.
He's pissed. He says right now that he should be raking in between 30 and 40 million. TV Insider said the total could estimate up to $200 million because, he's still making a chunk of money off of 2.5 Men.
Yeah.
But does he really?
Yeah. But anger management part of his deal was that 30% factor that he's 30% owner. So he was offered a huge chunk of money. Hell, I still think he should be on TV. I love watching the guy. I mean, he's just a good actor.
Here again, I could give a about his personal life.
But how are they getting away with not paying him?
They're gonna go to court.
For the reruns. I mean, I don't
royalties.
Yeah, how are they getting away with not paying him the royalties?
Well, geez,
they're gonna hold it out in court.
I guess if you have $100 million sitting in a checkbook somewhere, and somebody cheats you out of $37, and you cry about it, I guess you get on the front page. So,
okay, wow.
And then there's kids starving. That's the catch. That's the downfall behind
my co-host there. Her, a variable speed, great woman, works 24 hours a day to try to help veterans. Is struggling to try to get money together just to get her 503c or 501c3, her nonprofit tax thing, to help veterans. She, on her days off, she drives veterans to the hospital for their appointments and she uses her own money to do it. But yet you got people like this that are crying over their 40 million that, I got 168 million in a checking account and somebody's keeping freaking $50 from me. What if all those people got together and kicked in 1% of their wealth to take care of freaking homeless people on the streets? What if, I'm not going to say Zika because I have trouble believing that even exists. But what if we got together and how about these billionaires? There's more billionaires now than they've ever been, and they're
you got to figure movie guys, man. They didn't used to make the money they make now.
And why does somebody, let's say like Jim Carrey, funny as hell, love the guy, think he's hilarious, watch every movie he's ever made, never missed one. Why does he command like $50 million?
And how is it that Kid Rock says, I'll do concerts for $20 a ticket?
Right. And that just covers
because I've got enough money.
Yeah. And have you ever seen like Kid Rock like on
and he's still gonna make his money off of the Jim Beam because they're a sponsor. He's making money off the Chevrolet sponsors. He's still making money.
I know,
and living like a king.
Yeah, and freaking helping people out. He was on Diners, Drive-In, and Dives, with Guy Fieri, the cook with the blonde hair, crazy guy.
Yes, just get to the point.
Yeah, you were so freaking mean to me.
I'm not trying to be, but you're trying to tell me somebody I have no idea who it is. Just keep going.
Never seen the 3D?
Just keep going.
Okay. It's a popular show. So another one you've never heard of, like Megyn Kelly. So Kid Rock was on there, and they were in his hometown, and Kid Rock was walking around, and people are on the streets are going, "Hey, dude."
Yeah.
Not like, "Oh my God, there's Kid Rock."
Because they're used to it then.
Yeah, they're like, "Hey, man." He's like, "Hey, Bob, what's up, man?" And they go into, little places and get sandwiches. He's got a beer distillery too, I think, or a beer. I don't know what that'd be. Brewery.
Yes.
And they walk in there, and nobody's freaking out. Nobody's going wild. It's like he's there every day. He walks through every day, has beer, for breakfast.
For breakfast.
But then you got these buttheads that freaking are crying and screaming. Yeah. All right. Well, they're going to build 115 F-35s at 116 million.
Can you get past it?
No.
Why can you not get past it?
Because what cost $116 million?
Everything that
an island
they hide behind our backs and tell us that we need it. All right, we're going to commercial. We'll be right back. Get over
100.
Listen, you're telling me to get over stuff. You need to get over the airplane.
Probably with an engine. That's what, 250 million.
You need to get over this. My wife even said, "Why are we beating a dead horse?"
But she was
addressing me.
Oh yeah, well.
So get over your plane.
I say during the break we beat a dead horse.
All right, we'll be right back. Here's my other rock star song, by the way, to irritate you.
Get this. SDB, which is a
Old dirty bastard.
no, it's a small diameter bomb. It's nothing really that big, but they cost $250,000 a copy. And for the F-35, they're making $17,000.
You're doing it to prove a point to me. I think I see this reverse motherfucking psychology.
And we're off. And take 563, 461 million.
Am I right? You're trying to prove a point to me about letting shit irritate me and get under my skin, right? You're trying to keep talking about this plane to prove a point that I shouldn't let two dumbasses get under my skin.
I would never do that. Do you know how much the helmet costs for this? What the hell are you doing?
Chicken scratch.
I get two of them. It's about time too for the egg. I'm not getting text or anything.
Box top, baby.
Oh wow, look at these peacocks.
Why do you want a peacock?
I love peacocks. When I was little, my mother painted, you know, the eye on a peacock's feather.
Yeah.
Yeah, she kind of incorporated that. I don't know. I guess it's kind of been a while.
I'm hungry.
I'm tired.
Right.
Tattoos on the side of people's thighs seem like they're getting a lot more popular.
What, the ones right here or here? Here's,
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of ladies do.
Yeah.
My thing is this, crampy for me.
Name a good reason to whoop somebody's ass.
If you're already a person that already has a bunch of tattoos, I don't find it to be trampy. But if you just go get one and that's where you get it, it's a little, I don't know how I feel about it.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. On the side of your leg there, people could see it. It's a bigger work area. If you get one on your back, nobody's really gonna see it. Don't take off your dang shirt.
That's true. Probably.
What do you mean you gotta get fixed? So,
Stop it, Alex.
what the hell was going on?
Who?
Texting each other yesterday.
Who?
You two. There's only 2 other freaking human beings in the room.
Between me and Stephanie.
Yes.
She just said Alex, and you said
No, I'm talking about yesterday.
yesterday.
They were
When?
going off on each other
About what?
about her moving next door.
Oh my God!
Really,
Because
Mike, you really had to bring that up.
I think
Gee,
that's
thanks.
hilarious.
Were you really?
We'll talk about
tanked?
it later. I think it's funny.
Were you tanked?
No,
No, it wasn't Tank.
no,
Well, he kept saying you were.
no. My wife was going. You're drunk with the finger.
Yeah.
It's a joke, Mike. You know she does that all the time.
You know what? I don't like either one of y'all.
Fine.
I don't like y'all. Y'all are mean to me. You're always freaking mean
You're
to
mean
me.
to me. He had started off all morning, hadn't brought none of it up, and now he's going to.
Oh,
Jeez.
Why would you get a tattoo on the top of your head?
and we're back.
The
Y'all
ones
are-
I think would hurt would be the top of the foot. I heard
Yeah.
they don't keep ink too well either.
Well, what Scotty was saying was because I had mentioned that I thought I'm seeing a lot more.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is
What
one
the
that says
hell?
That was an accident.
Oh my God! If I ever did that during a show, your head would blow up. It would. It would spin off. And
I'm trying to do technical stuff. Which
why
you,
during the
you
show?
can't even wind your watch.
I don't wear a watch.
I'm trying to do something, Alex, and every time you send a message, it messes me up.
Yeah.
No, I was trying to.
Is anybody participating in the show?
Mike, Mike,
what?
for the first time ever, you can actually try to make it out like you're doing more than anybody else.
Well, I'm looking at peacock tattoos,
Shut it up.
so I'm really not doing it either.
I'm posting stuff on the fun page.
Yeah.
And there's this weird dude, Abraham something that
Yeah, where'd he come from?
I don't know, but I just banned him and got rid of him.
Why, Scotty?
What?
Because all he's doing is cussing and leaving a bunch of nasty words. And
That's
you know,
his Second Amendment right.
I
Don't
guess I haven't
remove people.
seen
Come
what
on.
you're talking
Aw,
about.
You were.
Oh, on the YouTube page?
Yeah,
Don't do
he's
that.
Oh.
no. Let him comment.
That same Abraham.
But I find it to
before?
be rude. Why should other people watching or listening have to
Because-
deal with that?
Because Second Amendment rights.
Well, you can have your Second Amendment and do it somewhere else.
Oh, that's
Why you got to
are-
pick on my second
You're a
amendment
You're a
rights?
communist, aren't you? Are you a communist?
No, but the way I look at it is other people might be dumb enough to put up with your stuff, but don't mean we have to put up with your
I
stuff.
know,
Yeah.
but everybody's
'Cause
entitled.
we got enough stuff we have to
Yeah,
put
they
up
are entitled. They're entitled to take their stupidness and go somewhere else.
You're mean.
with. How'd you find
No,
out about
but
the YouTube?
Why?
dude?
Why would everybody want to put up with that?
Here's the deal. Perhaps you should engage in residential anger management.
The only
classes.
thing about freedom of choice that you're not smart enough to understand
is it your choice.
is it's freedom of choice and it works both directions.
I know, but it's a.
I'm
It's
gonna
a
have to
parrot
mute her. I can't
squawking.
get her to shut up. I don't get it.
See, look.
Because it's a parrot squawking.
Don't go back to tattoos, Mr. OCD
No, look,
compulsive
though, isn't that-
weirdo.
Isn't that
Can you stay on the topic in which you were just complaining about?
no? Because you're not going to budge on your. So
I'm not gonna
I
budge.
agree that we disagree.
No, you are the one that scream every day about people have their rights.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. They
And
have the rights to post on. It's a radio.
they have
page.
their right to go post whatever they want
And
on
you
their
got your
page.
right to go back and delete it.
They can post whatever they want on their
You're a
own
communist.
page.
You're
No, but how narrow-minded you are starting to sound like the other 50% of those weirdos.
Yeah. the
Oh,
ones
I
that-
got the right to do this, but then you believe other people don't have that right.
There's a place to post your comments. It doesn't say if Scotty doesn't like the comment, he's gonna.
No,
delete
it's
it.
simple. If you're not leaving vulgar stuff and attacking one of the hosts, then it would stay. But I'm not going to let you stay there and be
Alex,
an ass.
Alex
to-
is a big boy. He can handle it.
Who was he attacking?
He was
Let me
just
guess.
talking all sorts of smack. And if he wasn't cussing, he could, if he would have just said, I disagree, I hate the show, blah, 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 blah. Fine, hate the show.
Well, maybe we
But
should put
quit-
a disclaimer in.
Quit cussing and leaving that for everybody else to see.
Well, let's post a disclaimer that says don't
So you do-
use abusive or violent language.
You deleted all the comments?
It was just 3. But he's the same guy that goes to Alex's page every show on YouTube to leave nasty comments.
He goes to mine. I think he dislikes mine.
If you don't like watching it, why do you continue to watch the video feed?
He's a troll.
My point
The point is, you guys, yes, we all have the same rights, but you can't it's just let's just pick the hot topic that everybody's complaining about right now with the bathrooms. Just because you 1% agree, or just say 50-50, that way nobody narrows it down. If half the people say that they believe everybody should have that right, okay, you believe they have that right. Well, the other 50% believe they have the right to say they don't believe in your stupid shit.
Oh, you used a bad word. You used a bad word.
Just because you believe it doesn't mean everybody has to believe it. You have the right to believe you're a Muslim or a Catholic or a Jehovah's Witness, but it doesn't mean everybody else has to believe the same way you believe.
Jehovah.
So again, it goes back to everybody thinking that their constitutional rights outweigh everybody else's constitutional rights.
Well, Scott, the Supreme Court and the president and everybody else said you can basically go wee-wee anywhere you want to. So,
but don't mean you can type whatever you want on my stuff.
See, that's the truth.
If I don't come to your page and post stupid stuff, you don't come to mine and post stupid stuff. It's a simple respect thing. If I don't come poop in your front yard, you don't come poop on mine.
You can come poop in my front yard.
But you're being that narrow-minded person.
No,
You're trying to scream. Everybody has their freedoms.
If it says post your comments here,
but the same thing is for your freedoms, mine are just as equal as yours are, and you don't agree with that.
Okay, so let's say going down the street, going down the expressway, I've got a great big bulletin board that says MilitaryMike is sexy. And you don't agree with that, right? You don't think I'm sexy.
I don't agree with that.
Okay, so when you drive by, should something black out my sign?
No, that's how are you comparing that to this?
Because people see that. And
no. Here's the difference. Here's the difference. If you're driving down the road and your sign says Mike is a big wanker, that's your truck, your sign.
Yeah.
That's your freedom.
Yeah.
But you're not going to come put your sign in my front yard.
Well, what if I pull up and I'm parked in your yard and we're talking?
You're not going to pull up in my yard with that sign.
Seriously,
I'll ask you to leave.
Really?
Because that's my freedom. It's my yard.
Man.
You go sit in that street all day long.
That's tough, dude.
But you ain't going to come in my yard with it.
It's a tough stance.
But you're not, my freedoms give me that freedom.
What?
You're trying to scream, you got the freedom to drive down the road with the sign. Well, I also have the right to say you're not going to be on my property.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I completely agree with that. Maybe the example wasn't a good one.
It wasn't a good example because you're still missing it.
Yeah.
My page to do what I want with my page. If you're leaving things I don't agree with on my page, I remove it. It's my page. You go to your page. I'm not leaving anything stupid on your page. It's a simple respect thing called boundaries. Just because you would touch your niece inappropriate don't mean I would touch your niece inappropriately.
This just in. MilitaryMike is a D-bag. LOL.
I got to go back.
Listener.
I got a bunch. I haven't pulled all mine up either.
No, it wasn't Jacob.
I don't care who it was. See, that's what I'm saying. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
And all I did was stop him from leaving those on Alex's page. He can still go to our page. It says that channel. So I just blocked him on that channel so that he will not continue to go to Alex's channel and leave vulgar stuff. Now, if the guy can send me a message and say, look, dude, unblock me. I swear I won't cuss and act stupid like that again. It'll be okay.
Oh, so it was just on Alex's page?
Yeah, it's just Alex's channel is what I was noticing though.
Yeah, he posts stuff on mine.
Everybody has a right to do what they want to do. Yeah, it's real simple. If I don't want to shop at a certain place, I don't have to go spend my money there. That's my freedoms.
Right.
If I don't want to go to Target now because I believe whatever their little everybody rumored it as, then I don't have to go to Target. Waterhead posted a nice post the other day. It says, hey, man, everybody should go shop Target. There's no lines anymore,
Yeah.
and you can get to the bathroom.
Yeah, that was funny. That was real funny.
See?
It was
Everybody
funny.
has the right on their page to post whatever they want.
Oh, Tarjay.
Yeah.
If you believe everything I post is about you, guilty conscience much. Everybody has a right to post what they want. We have what is our count right now? Dun, dun, dun.
What, almost 12,000.
We're at 11,921 likes. Right. So that means 11,921 people are seeing that. If they don't want to see it, they just unlike. It's that. Do we see how simple that is?
I know.
And out of 11,921 people, does that 21st person believe that what was posted is about them? Woo! Way to think that the bubble is so big around you.
Bubblicious.
Again, your freedoms are your freedoms, but mine are just the same as yours. You can't. You can try to argue this all day long, Mike. But how? How do you argue?
I'm not arguing. Stop it.
How do you argue that?
Hey, so when's our guest supposed to be here?
No, this is actually a good topic because do you know how many topics can actually intertwine with this one topic? Because everything in your life relates around these same thoughts, your beliefs, your personal space, your personal property. How do you feel your personal bubble is, how people act in your presence? Because it's the same way of if I have to stand, say me and Mike go somewhere and one of Mike's friends acts like a total douchebag. I don't have to be part of that. I mean, truthfully, I can walk away. I don't have to be part of it. I don't have to hang out with Mike when he hangs out with that guy that day. You know, you find people that irritate you, you step away from those people. You don't go around them anymore. You just cut all ties. It's easier that way.
That's one thing about me. And people can make fun of me all you want to and whatever. But that is one thing. If I don't give a rat's butt about you, you can be standing right there next to me and I won't say a word to you. That's just me.
It's just easier that way.
Exactly. I don't like conflict. I don't like arguing. I don't like if you've done something to me and I don't care for you, you can be right there and I'm not going to speak to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat that and be one way in front of you and another way behind your back. If you're going to know how I feel about you one way or the other. You know, because I'm going to do it to your face.
Well, I'm wondering, does that involve a baseball bat? But hey, I'm okay with it.
It depends on who you are.
It depends on who it is.
Yeah. But that's one thing. I'm not fake.
Well,
if I want to say something,
listen. The only things that we know that's fake with Stephanie is the gold she wears.
Wow.
Other than that,
I heard a little.
Other than that,
I don't wear gold.
Really true to who she is.
I wear sterling silver. Get it right.
Yeah, sterling silver.
Oh, really? I thought you were like trying to be one with Mother Nature and all with the whole going green. I didn't know that ring around your finger that was leaving a green mark was part of it.
And my teeth are real. See?
Oh, they're not green.
Did you just say your grill is real?
It's got spinners.
Your grill's got.
That's weird. I thought that was just some leftover food.
Wow, that brings a whole new meaning to you. You got something stuck in your teeth. Uh-oh.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, Alex.
Because he's like.
Just for friggin' fun radio.
Just for friggin' fun. What's going on?
What's happening, brother?
He's
so all of this is news to me. I missed all this fun. Who's been saying what on my page?
Well, because he deletes it all the time.
Shut up, Mike. It's just I don't delete it all the time. I just happen to notice it up there in the top right corner. There's a bell that tells us we have notifications, and there's the dude Abraham something or another, and he said this is the dumb F. Just want to hear him himself say stupid stuff, and he says this is the worst show ever. But yet he was watching it, and he continues to watch it
every week.
My problem is this: I don't care. Be a hater and watch. But don't leave these type of comments because it's just like, dude, why do you got to cuss it like that? You know?
Yeah, he's fine. So unblock him. Let him Talk to me. I'll talk to his ass.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. Hell, dude, I don't like my own show.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's terrible to admit.
I'm kidding.
During this fine moment, I'm really.
That was funny.
I take that back, everybody. I had no idea that he didn't even like his own show. I apologize to Tara's husband, who just started watching it and thought he really liked it. I mean,
what was the guy's last name again?
Abraham, I don't know. I've now got to figure out how to.
Look in the chat.
That's a shame. Yeah, because I had no idea. For some reason,
it's the same guy that had attacked the morning show one time, and we just kind of wrote it off.
That's what he's up to.
Yeah, he's just being a hater, just like the rest of them.
Yeah, I think secretly he loves my show, and he probably has a bit of a man crush on me. So.
Yeah, that's what it is.
How can you not?
Everybody else
right?
does.
Me, Mike, Scotty, how could he not have crushes on all of us? For Christ's sake?
And they're too dumb to realize it's just a show.
No,
it's just we're just picking and playing, and
real.
And you want to be a hater. And
it's real.
It's real. That's what it is. It's real.
Yeah. Well, he's just a little bit concerned that his career's down the toilet and just for fun is taking off. So.
See, here he is on Mike's show. You people are friggin' morons.
Yeah.
On December 16th. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
No need to delete that stuff. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, leave it up there. That's funny. That's one of our fans.
He
was making fun of you.
But that means he's been watching for months, is what that means.
Oh, let him watch.
Yeah, I've seen this stuff before.
The more I can annoy this guy, the better I feel about it.
Well, and that's why I think's funny about my haters. My haters think, yes, they get under my skin, but all they do is add more fuel to my fire to prove I'm going to continue to do what I continue to do, and you're not going to stop it. Like five people know who you are. Woo, you're such a wiener.
Here's the thing: if nobody's upset, we're doing our jobs wrong.
No, I know, right? If we're not causing controversy and poking a little bit, then that's true. We're not doing, because that's what I try to tell people is we're supposed to poke your nerves a little bit. You wouldn't be, listen, our haters wouldn't be trying to figure out what we're talking about every day if they were not wanting to hear what we were talking about every day.
Then why do you delete his post?
Well,
because he was cussing the way he was, and I didn't want other people to have to deal with that. There's some people that listen to our show that honestly have had conversations with me, and I say, listen, I hear you drop the F-bomb. We're at a comedy show watching a guy drop the F-bomb every other word. Why do you have a problem with me saying the F-bomb over radio? And they go, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just don't like hearing it, and I don't like reading it. I'm like, but you speak it. And I've had this conversation with more than one person. A lot of people say that. They say they find it funnier when we word substitute and jump rope over the words and not necessarily say it. So what I have to do is try to keep the masses happy. Do you get that, Mike?
I just don't understand why we delete his comments.
Mike, shut up and get over it. Just get over it.
Do you hear the train?
I'm not going to allow that to be on pages. It's just like when anything we post, if say I post something and one listener starts arguing with another listener in comments, I'm not going to let people, why am I going to let you just continue to fight and look stupid on the page?
And yet it's funny that he wants to talk smack on us, but I just looked up his Twitter account, and I'll be damned if the little sucker didn't quote you.
Okay, yeah.
Why are people so ignorant, and why do people have no respect for others? Stop letting your dog shit on other people's property.
Look at this.
See, but he just quoted
you. Dude, this is on Google.
But he just quoted me.
And look, when you bring up his name on Google, it brings up the world according to Mike YouTube.
How funny is it though that here's what's funny is he calls us all morons, but he just quoted me.
Yeah.
And you're deleting it.
Somebody send me his name.
It's in the chat. Alex,
and I just listen.
Quoted you.
I am not deleting him because I deleted him for any other reason than just don't leave all the nasty, vulgar stuff. Because some people that pay attention to our show don't want to read it. That's all I'm trying to say. I respect you as a listener. I just don't want to see all that on the page.
This post was 15 hours ago, he posted this last night about me. I'm on Google.
Oh, brilliant.
I'm on. Look, does anybody else's name come up? No, mine does. I'm on
because you were the last one he trashed.
So Alex, what's
Google?
What?
Hey, don't mute me.
What's up? what's up for your day? And Mike is like a 5-year-old sometimes. When you or a 2-year-old, when you tell Zaylee that she can't have any more snacks, she acts the same way.
Yeah.
Mike, that would be a guest here, which means I need to go lock the door. I mean,
talking about snacks, I come up to the studio the other day. You came out. And
don't open that door, by the way.
You met me at the door, and you had a bag of snacks in your hand.
Yeah, that were for the baby,
right?
Though. Hey, Mike, I got that. Come here. I'm sorry, Alex. I don't care. They can wait.
I put my hand out so that I can have the snacks. You give them to me, and then take them back.
Because they were my babies.
To a baby.
Well, who's more important, you or the baby?
Well, I mean, to you, obviously, the baby.
Of course. At least we understand each other.
To me, I wanted the snack.
Yeah, because that's what you needed, was some little fruity gummy bear type things. All right, look, I got to let you go because our guest is here.
I'm going to go find Abraham and say hi.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a good day.
Me too.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
all right, everybody,
Alex.
we'll be right back in just a few seconds. It's just for fun in the morning.
Just for fun in the mornings.
And don't do anything we would do. And if so, just don't get caught, because the video surveillance that, it really goes back really bad. Here comes Stephanie. We keep joking I'm making cracks about all the rock star stuff today. Well, this one is more directed towards Stephanie. She is Walmart famous. We'll be right back.
See you.
Yeah, our guests are going to have to start texting.
Dude, I told him I will show you.
Just like, that's why I'm glad this lock is here now. Oz jumped in and the dog was, come on, Bella.
Hell. Okay, I just had like a virus or something hit my computer. What the halo? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Y'all remember
Good. How are you?
Yeah, that's
Good. How are you?
Are you gonna be sitting there with us? Oh yeah. Let's go. All right.
Hot seat again?
Yes, ma'am. Now, is it May 24th for you? Okay.
May 24th, right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Y'all remember djscottie?
Scotty, something just happened to my YouTube. I don't know if it did to yours or not.
What?
Something just happened to my YouTube.
How about you figure that out on your own?
Well, it was fine, and then all of a sudden, it's like this. So I don't know.
Headphones are right there.
How about go refresh it, or
I did.
Stephanie? What are you even talking about?
I'm asking you, is your YouTube?
I just sit down. How do I know, you moron?
I'm giving you the heads up, you moron.
How do you ask me a question that I don't even know?
I'm just
I'm gonna smack you.
hush.
At the Apostolic Church. Okay.
Everything seems normal, Stephanie. I don't know what you're speaking of. Would that sound better?
That
What?
like my show last night.
It's your Android-based fake laptop. I don't know. Close it, reopen it. I don't know. Why do you ask me? I'm not in possession of your tablet. I can't tell you what your tablet's doing.
Does that one need to physically be turned on?
Yes.
Testing 1, 2.
No, it's ready now.
Okay.
We just have to make sure. Hey, would you quit worrying about that and help her with her microphone?
He's got it's all digital.
Stephanie,
now.
just do it.
Okay.
That's what I was doing.
No, you were too busy. She's asking me all about her tablet.
Yes. Now, do you want to do any talking, or
He's turned on.
I'll talk about her?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
That's right. It's a long ride. All right. So all you have to do
And then
is talk about put it right there.
victory party.
Here, Mike.
Yeah, all the mics are on, Scotty.
Yes.
Okay.
I just got a text message somebody was sending.
Okay.
Is it on? Or?
I can't. Yeah, I can't. Can you guys just talk into the microphone real quick?
Yeah,
just so we
check.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Good
You're,
morning.
You're good.
Yeah, we
check
just
1, 2, check.
You can't hear you.
Check.
Put
I
it
can
more
hear
in
you.
front of her
But
face?
Okay.
testing 1, 2. I can hear it a little bit.
Okay, I can hear you.
yeah,
too,
I can
so
turn
you're
them up
good.
as we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say just make sure that it's directed in front of her face. Just
Right.
you'll have to slide the stand over. And hey, Steph, don't have the stand touching the table because that's why it's not hooked to the table. Because that way when you bump the table, you're not
You don't hear the
making
table.
all the noise. No, somebody said that they just turned on Just for Fun radio and all they hear is somebody making a crack about wheelchairs.
What?
I can't say the words, Mike. Pay attention to the words coming out of my mouth. They're making a crack about something you said about the wheelchair, so you must have been making a crack about Jacob.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
And apparently you called him a CS.
I never use that. That's not.
Okay.
That's not one of mine.
Okay, I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm just trying to go there.
And
just
you know
repeating
how I
what we
feel
said.
about that.
I know you normally
Yeah.
don't say that word. I'm understanding of that.
So yeah.
And look, I could smack you because now look. Oh, that's right. My tablet's dead.
Look,
And we have a guest here, and I can't do anything with.
I didn't know. Do you need a charger? I got a charger in my bag. I got a charger in my bag. If you need.
I'll get it for you.
Oh my God, Stephanie. He is
And you ask why you don't get taught how to do any more stuff around here.
You know what? Alex was coaching me last night.
You can't successfully do what I've taught you so far.
You didn't show me any of the auto switching over and commercial things. So Alex taught me on the air.
I have showed you that a few times.
No, you have. Oh my God.
Nothing worse than the Three Stooges.
Oh yeah, man, the
What the
Three
heck are
Stooges
those
were the
three-
best.
I know they were the best.
They were the best.
We laugh
So,
because Mike
you-
tries to tell everybody just how smart he is.
Now, our young people don't remember that.
No,
Anything
no.
about Three Stooges.
I'm surprised you do. Usually women don't know anything about Three
I
Stooges.
watch
or-
it every day.
Yeah, man. Every day, look, every day before school, I'd watch
Yeah.
an hour of that every day
Little
before,
Rascals.
before school.
Right, there you go.
I love Three Stooges. Even John Wayne movies. All of them.
Oh yeah. Well, that's when they had to act. What is this thing now where they hold the camera? It doesn't matter what you're watching, but it's always doing this.
Right.
I don't. Maybe it's vertigo, but to me, I tell you what. I found a reality show yesterday called Bullseye. Have you ever seen it?
I haven't seen that. Bullseye.
I've heard of
Bullseye.
it, yeah.
It was only on like 1 or 2 seasons, but I love it.
And we're back live.
I'm going home.
And I would tune everything in if I could, Mike. Do you know why I can't tune in all these microphones? I love picking on you.
So
How's the weather?
today in
Hey,
the
bring in our
studio,
guest.
we have Pastor Sharon Henderson, and she's running for the State House, District 113. We've she's been here before with us, so you understand how silly
And
this
she was
can be.
crazy enough to come back.
I
for
know
more.
when I got a call and
Man, this
said
didn't
she'd
taste
like to
bad.
come
Can I
back.
get a second helping?
How about the whole is this milk? Does this milk smell bad? You know, when people do that to you and you're like, no, I don't want to smell that.
No, you guys are great.
Well, we appreciate it. We appreciate you coming in this morning. You know, the Lord has definitely been blessing us because we've had sheriffs, we've had commissioners, we've had
Yeah, but the sheriff was at your house giving you eviction
Yeah.
papers, Mike.
I probably shouldn't be trying to interview him when he's serving papers.
Hey, do you come here often? I serve warrants every day, sir. What question are you asking me?
so
Are you going with Alex for drinks? Because I heard he asked that very same question.
Yeah, and he's illegal. So
And as soon as I get this thing back up, I'll get these microphones tuned in.
that's what I figured. We had a little electrical issue this
Oh,
morning.
we did?
Apparently,
forgot to plug it
Scotty
in.
didn't check his equipment.
Yeah.
So, how is it going since the last time we saw you?
Oh, it's been going great. It's been going great. Busy, but it's a good thing. 'Cause
Right.
It'll pay off in the end.
Is
That's
it?
right.
It's an everyday
Definitely
thing,
pay off in
isn't
the
it?
end. It's a every minute thing now, Mike.
So how is it looking? I mean, we don't really get a feel for where everybody's going. You know, we talk with just about everybody. We've had state senators, and we're lucky and blessed enough to have you here today. And so how's it going?
Well, it's going great. It's going great. And the only way I can tell it's going great, because of course, like you said, we don't have any stats or anything to deal with. However, the response from the people
There you go. Good.
is
Good.
what I'm basing this on.
That's
We
right.
have really been getting some good responses. Feedbacks. We're going door to door and house to house, and people to people in Walmart.
You know, I see a lot of your signs.
Yes.
Especially it's kind of funny because I live in the rural part of Conyers, so everybody else is going north, you know, I'm going south, and I see your signs out there, which I think is pretty cool, because to me those are the people that have those are the people that make up Conyers that I remember.
Right.
Instead of, you know, because you go in town, it's busy, they're filming movies, you know, all the chaos that goes on, and we do have a lot of folks that won't vote District 113, correct?
Right.
So yeah, you have to kind of target it, and
Exactly.
it's nice to drive around and me go, yeah, I know Pastor Anderson. You know? I like bragging a little bit.
Good. That's a good thing, Mike.
Well, I think that yesterday, I'll give you a little example real quick. Yesterday after the show, my pastor called, and he just checks on me, and he's really a great guy. And it was so funny because Scottie was here. So it was like kind of talking with the Antichrist, but but no, I'm joking. But all three of us were talking and joking and all that other stuff, and we do. I'm so glad to hear how involved you are as far as with churches and with a positive aspect of, look, I can run for the House, I can do this, I can do that, and I can still say, hey, I'm going to be at this church, and
right.
There's a lot of folks that don't have that, and I'm going to go ahead and say it, courage to come right out and say it. And I'm proud that I know you. I'm honored that I know you. And
Thank you, Mike.
I tell you what, I really hope our listeners take a minute and look into your platforms.
Right.
Because Tuesday's the day.
Tuesday's the day, the big day. And like I said, we're expecting victory. That's all I can say. Just like everyone else, we're expecting victory.
That's right.
Because I know what I can do. And like you said about not just being a candidate, but also playing a dual role as pastor.
Sure.
And trying to get other pastors involved as well. Because as we know, the community is made up of these pastors' congregation.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All these churches are included with the congregation of the community people. And the people is the one I'm going to serve. Okay, I'm a servant of God, but I'm also a servant of the people.
That's a
people
great way
in
to
the
say
churches.
It. Yeah, that's a great way to
so
say
I'm
it.
trying to partner with pastors to get some things done.
I've
done it in the past, and it's worked tremendously. And I'm,
you know that brings up such a good point too, because when you say that, you know, I kind of look at people that go to church as being truthfully the foundation of a community. And that's just what we talk about, you know, in the church I go to. But what you just said is the dual role part. That's so important. Yeah. It really is. Now, I understand that over at the Apostolic Church, the community church, that's on Highway 81, correct?
Yes, correct.
So now, you were there last night as well?
I was there Monday night.
Monday night, okay.
With a 50 pastors meet and greet. And there were pastors there all the way from Atlanta.
Really?
They came down to support and see what I had to say, because like I said, of course, community is the key. And we want to get the community involved and the pastors involved. And I have a plan for pastors to help the community. Just like the Bible says, I was hungry, you didn't feed me. I was naked, you didn't clothe me. You do it to the least of these, you do it unto me. And there are pastors that are really doing great jobs out there. I commend the pastors wholeheartedly. They're doing excellent. But just like everyone knows it's always room for better.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
There's
That's right.
always
Do-
room for-
Do you ever run into the contradiction between politics and religion? I mean,
Yes, all the time. You know, a lot of people say, well, you can't mix church and state. Well, it's already mixed.
sure,
We
yeah.
are one nation under
They're
God,
Yeah, God works.
indivisible,
That's
with
right.
liberty and justice for
And what's
all.
funny is I was gonna pick a sore subject. I was gonna bring up how, because you're a pastor and you're trying to be government, and I was gonna actually ask you what was your feeling about everybody saying you have to take off in God we trust, and I'm like, can't we just say the words that your God and my God might be two different gods, but why can't we just allow it to be God? The God doesn't have to have a yours or mine. It's just the God.
That's right.
I can't get that. I can't get that in people's heads, you know?
I just don't really believe God is selfish. You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and go with that.
Well, I don't believe that God is all about hate.
No, I don't think there's
Because
any
if he
hate.
was,
Wow.
he'd be sadly disappointed in you,
Yeah.
Mike. He'd be disappointed in all of
You're
us.
exactly right. I
Yeah.
don't think about God about hate either.
That's
because
right. It irritates me when I hear people say
Right,
some of the
that's
things
right.
they say.
It's
Yeah.
old saying, can't we all get along? That's what
Yeah.
it's all is.
That's right.
That, you know,
Coming together.
and that guy, I wonder when he said that, if he knew, it was Rodney King, wasn't it? If when he said that, if he knew how far that would go.
And you know, but to be honest with you, and I want to take away from you for a second, but I watched. You know, I've made comments about how I really like watching the celebrity rehabs because we get to see what they go through.
Right.
And I watched, I think it was 2 or 3 seasons where Rodney King was on there about, you know, what happened, how he battled his addictions and everything. And it's really enlightening when you see a cat that went from the drug addict, poor guy to probably, when you say famous, not in a star sort of way, but probably the most recognized man on the planet,
Mhm.
Yes.
to having millions, to then falling back on drugs. And even with the money, you're seeing how his life was falling apart until then he ultimately had overdosed. But just saying that here's this guy that said something, and those words will forever last.
Sure.
Forever,
Sure.
those words will be.
Those words, yes.
Now, Pastor, one of your topics that always, obviously, I know we've talked the veterans thing before. I don't want to beat that up today. But one of the big things that I always find interesting with you is you have a whole family values and empowerment platform.
Yeah.
Would you like to tell our listeners about that a little
Yes, whole family, meaning the husband and the wife.
bit?
You know,
Excellent.
you have single families that involve just the mother, and then you have single families that may sometimes, very few times, involve just the father.
Right.
Mhm.
I'm talking about the whole family where it includes mother and father. That's in a house. They're both working. They're both trying to provide a life and a comfortable environment for their family.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, it seems like it's a struggle.
Very much so.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Seems like it's a struggle. There's still 2 in the family. Both are working, but still it seems like there's a struggle. I feel that whenever the combined income for these family, husband and wife, are below a certain amount,
Mhm.
as a tier, then we should do extra to help them. Okay.
Okay.
So, I mean, that includes everything,
Right. Right.
from children to.
That's kind of where I'm segueing into this, and I don't know if you know, but rednecksteph, the other co-host, she has a special needs child,
Yeah.
and we constantly discuss the fact that every single solitary day. One, I always say this about Steph, and I've known Steph for 25, 30 years now. One is I always go, you have so much extra to do on a daily basis. Just that right there, just to exist. I'm not talking about feeding. I'm not talking about work, any of that stuff. Just with Ashley, she has almost a whole nother day that the rest of us don't get to see. But one of the things with Steph, since I've known her, is there's been a struggle.
Yes.
I'm not talking about, God love her. She is the literally the host, the provider to a special needs child, who is me and Ashley. Whenever we see each other, we laugh and we cut up and all that other stuff. It's hilarious. But the point I'm trying to make is why does this woman who's doing all this, why does she have to financially struggle? Why does, you know what, the van where she takes Ashley, let's say to the doctor, this thing is falling apart on its wheels.
Oh, it's out of commission now.
So okay, now, so think about what she's saying.
notice.
That vehicle's out of commission, which means Ashley can't ride with the wheelchair, which means Stephanie has to bear hug this child and put her in a seat and everything else, and bear hug the child. And look at Steph. Come on now. I mean, she's just a little bitty thing. I mean, she's round, but that's different.
Hey, I'm a weeble wobble.
Okay, so
I was
see
showing them
here-
a picture of Ashley as she was trying on her graduation gown, because graduation for her is next Friday. Very exciting.
Yeah, so how cool is that, right? You know?
Yes.
But
Oh,
I see
yeah.
one of your platforms is the special needs community, and there is a rather large community here.
Yes, they're
rather large community. You know what, Mike? On the campaign trail, you meet everyone.
I bet you do.
Okay, and I have ran into so many parents of special needs children you would not believe. I've heard a lot of stories, which I already knew some stories, but I've heard many more as well. And I feel that a lot of people, when I first started campaigning, they said, well, politics isn't about special needs children. Yes, it is. Okay. Politics includes everyone.
Yeah,
okay?
but
And
most
that's
people
the
avoid
difference
that.
About me.
Yeah.
I was at the fairground at one event, and this parent actually took 30 minutes to find me because she saw special needs on my platform.
Yeah.
She said, you are the very first politician that I've ever heard that even talked about special needs children. We are out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
And that's not the way it should be.
No,
Okay.
no, not at all.
I have a plan for that as well. These parents should have better medical care. They should be able to get more respite care. And I'm not going to go into a lot of details, but I ran into one parent that has a 15-year-old daughter. She has to change her on a regular basis. Okay. She gets respite care once a week. Okay. So who changes the child the other 6
The other,
days?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because look at her; she has to do that, and that's what we can't
Exactly.
get in our head.
Why can't they get respite care every day?
Right.
I mean, we provide funds for everything else.
Yes.
Why can't we provide funds for these poor mothers, for these poor children that didn't ask to be this way? Now, I get carried away when I start talking about it. Let me calm down.
Right.
But I really get
No, I
upset
mean, that
about
shows
it
you're
because
passionate, you know.
I'm passionate about it.
Right.
Exactly.
And that's what drives me nuts when we see fraudulent EBT stuff.
Yeah.
And we see money being misappropriated that direction. And then we hear all these other things. I'm not speaking of this county. I'm speaking of all stuff across the United States where you hear about money was used wrong and this senator did this or this congressman did this or this city guy did this. And I keep thinking is there must have been some leftover money sitting around for y'all not to notice that all this money was being misappropriated. Whereas then you have people that have special needs kids that actually need assistance, but all this other weird stuff keeps happening. And it's easy to just loosely point fingers like that, but it just doesn't make sense to me when we know that there's so many people that need stuff. Like, for instance, there's times where Steph and them, if too much money gets made on an overtime check, is that gonna screw me up because now I make $8 too much?
Yeah.
I mean, it's those kind of little things that just try to, you try to look past it and go, how does that, oh my God, all of a sudden now daddy makes $8 too much this week and you're threatening to take away something.
Exactly.
Daddy making $8 has nothing to do with the fact that the person in her case is now 22 years old and still requires this assistance. And I know I'm just rambling, but it just doesn't make sense to me. I get so frustrated when I see it.
Right.
So,
right, exactly.
I mean, accountability, right? Isn't that what we're talking about?
That's right. That's right. And I'm running a clean campaign, Mike. However, if someone's in office all these years and nothing's being done by not only special needs children, okay, there are several other categories that things need to be done.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you're in these positions and not doing anything, the same way you got voted in, you're going to get voted out.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's exactly right.
Because the
I like
people,
that.
you're working for the people. It's not about us. It's not about me.
That's
It's
right.
about the people
About
of this
the people.
community.
Well,
And that's my biggest preach is we the people, we the people, we the people. Because I hate that we go to speak and our voices don't get heard.
Yeah. Well, I think with Pastor Henderson, one of the things that I see and what has really drawn me to kind of be involved here with this is that, okay, one, obviously the veterans, you know, that's my passion. That's what I do. Then special needs, it hits close to home. Every day I have to look over at Stephanie, who I've known for years, that I'm sitting there going, man, I wish I could do a GoFundMe or something, or gosh, isn't there some company out there? I've heard of people getting, you know, $4,000 or $5,000 computers just because they wrote an email to some CEO and said, ooh, boo-hoo.
Well, speaking of computers, how about the fact that they gave Ashley,
they didn't.
Hold on. Just what was the price of it?
It was a $10,000 Dynavox that her Medicaid paid for
her to be able to communicate, because she's not able to communicate.
And it's a lifetime computer. It'll only pay for one for her entire lifetime. Medicaid will. And unfortunately, at school.
Well, before that, a power cord went bad, and they wouldn't replace the power cord.
Yeah, that was $100.
So they give you a computer,
Right.
but hey, hope the cord don't go bad, because then it becomes the $10,000 paperweight.
What about the maintenance to the computer?
That's
nothing.
All the points.
Nothing.
That's what makes that makes no sense. We're going to give you this. We're going to give you some shoes, but we ain't giving you shoestrings. Why?
You know what they did is they get credit for that. They can now they can run around and say that they gave a $10,000 computer to a girl that's in a wheelchair.
And now, as you were about to say about what happened at school, I just wanted to kind of go in the order in which it happens. They gave her the computer, then the cord got messed up, and they won't give her another cord. And now go forward.
And now one of the other students at the school in her class picked up the computer and dropped it and busted the screen. Yeah.
So again, sorry, you're just out of computer.
Yeah.
Out of a computer.
It's those kind of little stupid things that doesn't make sense.
Well, there's no clarity there. There's no accountability, and yeah, you're doing something in the beginning, and you know, of course, what happens? Same thing with veterans is that there are so many stories, there are so many complaints, there are so many wrongdoings.
But somebody's getting a new car to drive around to say they're doing business for the city or the county or the state.
And how much was that?
And we're going out on a business expense lunch because we talked about business, and that's getting paid for.
Yeah. Okay. So you take all these guys out and they have a $250 lunch. Let's say, and that's one day. Let's say that a very small portion of that was directed in the actual needs. So
not only that, Mike, there's resources there available, but it just needs to be tapped into.
And it needs to be spoken of.
Yeah, nobody knows. I mean, because we've looked.
The average person or citizen does not know what's there available, but it takes the right person in office.
Yes, ma'am.
Sharon Henderson.
That's right.
Yes, ma'am.
To tap into those resources.
That's awesome.
And you know what? I'm not afraid to speak my mind. I'm not a beat around the bush type woman. When I believe in something, believe me, my mama told me, you speak the truth and you stand up for what you believe is right.
That's
awesome. What I'm going to do. It's not about
awesome.
Me to get famous or to get a big name.
No,
it's to help these
never
children,
seen that in you. Yeah,
help these poor children for what they need. Because one day some of us may have special needs children.
That's right.
Well, not only that,
great
but
grandchildren.
You also address the other side, the long term with our adult care. And we do have an aging community here. We really do. And there's a big change going on in our communities with the millenniums. So there's a completely different point of view on politics, religion, everything. But the adult communities in your district they're big adult communities, and they're big what would you call them? Homes, you know, because I go to some of the veteran breakfasts, like the prayer breakfast, the old folks will have them for us. And these are beautiful communities. So I know they're influential people. Right. And I'm proud to see that's another one of your platform topics.
Right. Exactly. But you know what? That should be broad. It shouldn't be a nice home over here,
right,
in this part of town, and in this part of town, there's another one that's not so nice.
Yeah. Okay. Well, isn't that the difference between privately owned and the government or state?
Government funded, right? Exactly.
Now, isn't it true that the latter gets ignored?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But like I said, it should be generic across the board. Okay,
so
everybody should be able to get the same.
We can spread that out, right?
Care. Exactly.
We can spread that out, and you know what?
Favoritism.
And you know what? In my congregation, I'm sure as well as your congregation, Aren't we all? Aren't the sheep all the same?
That's right.
You know,
right.
amen, right?
Everybody's the same.
So
God has no respect.
Yeah, look, when my father passed away, he was buried down at the camp, a church camp that my stepmother's family goes to. Well, here we come rolling up, me and my brother, two in our low riders, and this back then in '99, and then here we are just sitting on the front row listening to some preaching, and we watched these big RVs come pulling Corvettes. And then those guys come in with the big watches on and everything else, and basically asked us if we could get up and move, that was their seat. And it was funny to watch the guy doing the preaching say, he flipped the coin on everybody and says, you know what? If y'all all died right now, he said, them big fancy RVs don't get you in the gates no faster. You two are equal. But it was so weird because as he's preaching, as far as y'all are from me, he watched the guys ask us to get up. And it was just hilarious.
There are people like that. I mean,
exactly.
you know that there is an elitist category in some of these local governments that stick out so obvious, but they do truthfully have somewhat of a following, which is nervous. It makes me nervous. But then when I see your platform and I see I don't want to say congregation, but I see the people that are following you and your people that are going to be voting for you. What I see is one, some more organization. Two, like Stephanie, I believe Stephanie's family would vote for you because of your attention to the special needs family. But then you got somebody like me. I don't have a special needs child, but
you are.
I have, I have a friend. I have a family member that, I've known I've known Ashley since she was born.
Right.
I remember what they were going through that first year. I don't know that I personally could have dealt with that.
Well, I mean, think about like the other day, Stephanie says, well, me and Ashley wish we could come, but we can't. I can't pick her up and put her on the bus, and
can't get her up.
I can't get her in this, and I can't get her in that. And it's like, so Stephanie and Ashley had to miss the event we did because they had no means to get there.
Right.
So my point is that I think with these platforms that you've pointed out, along with some other ones like with mental health awareness and budget reform and things of this nature, I think not only the people that it directly affects, but I think the people because of the pastors. Because you know what? I have so much respect for my pastor. Here's the thing. He's younger than me. He never served in the military. But you see what I'm saying? There's a respect there. And I think that people that do attend churches and here comes the email and the Facebook post. I think people that do participate in some type of service or worship, I just think across the board that's kind of what we need right now.
Right. Exactly.
If we don't turn back to the good people that are trying to do good things like yourself, might as well just go ahead and move.
Exactly. And you know what, Mike? It just boils down to basic, simple principles.
Yes, ma'am. I agree.
Everybody needs help.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't need help in the special needs category. You need help in the veterans category.
Right.
Or the mental health category.
Well,
it's so diverse and so many things need to be done. Somebody needs to get started. And I will get started on May 24th.
Yes, ma'am.
2016. Next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think people should go out and vote for
What's
you.
your name? What's your name?
My name is Pastor Sharon Henderson.
And how did
let's guess this real quick.
Just for Fun Radio.
Hey, I had a question for Ms. Henderson. I'm going to ask and then hang up and listen to the answer.
Okay. She's listening and you're live.
Across the state, we are already cutting back on welfare and assistance programs because of waste and abuse. With the expansions Ms. Henderson's talking about, how does she plan to fund them?
Okay. Did you heard the caller? All right. Thanks, caller.
Like I said, there are resources there that have to be tapped into.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't do it until I'm seated in office, but I've already done my homework. There are things there that can benefit our community tremendously. But like I said, if there's someone there that's not doing the job, not tapping in these resources so that they can benefit our community, then nothing's being done.
Makes sense.
A lot of times,
sense.
We sit back and relax and become complacent because we're there, but that should not be. There are plenty of work that needs to be done. for instance, with the welfare, like the gentleman just mentioned. It's mishandled in a lot of ways. And I don't beat up single moms, but there are single moms that receive assistance. They abuse it. Not all of them, because one bad apple doesn't spoil a whole bunch.
Right.
There
Yeah,
are
you
some
can't,
there that are abusing them. They're getting $300, $400, $500 worth of food stamps a month. Okay, and here's poor Stephanie that has a special needs child, can't get help. There are seniors that can only get $15 because they have $15 in food stamp because they own a home or they own some other asset.
I live with my brother and his wife, and my brother has a really good job. My sister-in-law doesn't work, so there's 3 of us in the house, and I have to put that down. I'm on a fixed income because of my VA disability, and I can't work. I'll lose my disability. So it was $14 and change.
Exactly. I just said it.
Yeah, because I had to list them, and bam, immediately. Nope, $14. Well, I'm telling you, I'm a fat guy, and $14 is going to feed me, but maybe twice.
Well, see, the other people in the house are not your dependents. They live there. But
we do share food and stuff like that. But for the most part, I live on one side of the house. They live on the other.
Right.
So it's not like if I was getting assistance from EBT, I would be spending it, or you see what I'm saying? But you're absolutely right. If we had, let's say, one investigator, couldn't this find couldn't there be some accountability there?
Accountability. And that's the bottom line. Accountability and visibility. And I ran into someone on campaign trail. She said, Miss Henderson, oh, I'm glad to see you. She said, I have not had a politician to come to my house in 13 years. Okay.
So that makes you feel better,
I said,
doesn't
what?
it?
I've been here 13 years and I've never seen one person.
People don't.
And I know we can't go to every house all the time, but sometime during our term, we should be able to go out among the people.
Absolutely.
And let them know that we're on their level. We're not here in the state house, and they're there in the little house.
Just sit at McDonald's or something and talk one day.
Exactly. Chat and see what's on their mind.
Abraham Lincoln actually, when he was on the campaign trail the second time, he would actually go to people's houses and stay with them and help the man of the house for a day or two. So when you said that, I'm sitting there thinking, wow, she's going to people's houses and they're like, you're running for house? You're running for house and you're here? Come on in. I'd be getting pictures and everything. And so did she take
her daughter got off the bus, ran and got her camera and said, Mom, you didn't tell me you had a celebrity here. I'm gonna take a picture with her.
Well, that's right.
You know what? And that's going to go a long way. Not only did you get to tell that story on the radio with us, but that woman, I bet you she's just talking it up. Yeah, she's just talking it up. And that, here again.
Well, that's the old-fashioned part of it.
Right.
I'm simple, basic, plain. I can be here at times when that's justifiable, but I can come down to the people level.
You know, I can really see.
I've been there and I've done that too.
I can see you on the house floor. I can. But
you know what, Mike?
Yes, sir.
But you know what? My wife been doing this, and I've been right by her side for 26 years.
You poor man.
At Charleston, South Carolina. And since we moved here 5 years, we went running, doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Going to the nursing home, going to the jailhouse, going feeding people, giving them clothes, or taking our own money to help somebody.
Oh, I'm sure.
We didn't just start doing this.
Yeah.
I hear and my wife probably can explain it better. They saying about experience.
But
my wife had experience for over 26 years dealing with the people. It's not about me as being her husband. It's not about my wife as being the pastor.
Right.
It's about the people.
Right.
And that's what we've been doing in the community for the longest time.
Yeah, I can tell you're not going to have any problem. You know, because some people are like, oh, I don't want to get in front of people and talk, or I don't command the attention of a room. I don't see any of that in you. I see you taking full charge of a situation, and is nice as you are, and you smile, and I would love to come attend a service one time perhaps, but I can tell you right now, I can just see you just drilling somebody to the wall if they're going to give you a hard time about something. You just seem passionate about your topics.
Yes.
And it's not like you just went, hey, let's pick the top 5 that everybody's talking about, because I can tell you right now, nobody's talking about these.
Right.
you know. So now what's the best way to get in touch with you?
The best way to get in touch with me is view my website, voteforsharonhenderson.com.
Okay.
And also info at voteforsharonhenderson.com
is the email.
My email.
Okay.
Right.
Do you have
make comments or any way you can.
Okay. Social media, Facebook, Twitter, any of that stuff?
All of the above.
Oh yeah. I think you kind of have to nowadays. Huh?
Yeah, man, that's just normal now.
Manager, my husband, best campaign manager in the world. Now I'm on Facebook. Never been on Facebook.
Yeah. Right. Gotta be careful,
Twitter,
don't you? Yeah.
Instagram, yes, the whole 9 yards, and it's working.
Sir, I'm gonna be honest. You look a little tired.
Really? That's a compliment for him? Thanks.
This is who I talk with. This is who I talk with. The schedule.
You know what, Mike? I might be feeling tired and all that good stuff, but we need to finish.
You getting close. You can see it.
Close.
You can see it.
And one thing about it, like I said, we've been doing this for a long time. But we started here.
Yeah.
A whole year campaigning. And we can see it benefit my wife for all the things we have done.
Right.
And I hear you say you want to come to get my wife or to a service. But guess what? You need to come. I just had put together 50 pastors.
I know.
We had man, what you talking about?
Where was that at? Why did we miss that?
This was at the Apostolic Church on Highway 81. Yeah, you know what I'm thinking is 50 pastors, right? And let's say we're breaking a little bread and having a sandwich, and you start, hey, somebody say a prayer over the food. All 50 of them.
It'd be what it would sound like? It would sound like our morning show.
Well, it would be like everybody an hour and a half later. I want to eat this sandwich.
That's right. That's how it happens around here.
But you need to come on May the 24th, the night of the election.
Yes, sir.
We plan on having some good singing. We plan on we gonna even have our shouting shoes on, because a victory shall be mine.
A victory.
We already called.
We having a great time. We have some good gospel singing.
Oh man!
Hey, I would love for y'all to come out. We're gonna have a great time.
I tell you what, yeah, the 24th is a big day here for us all the way around. Got a lot of folks in there, and you know what? I wish you all the best. I really do. I know that you had said something about another arrangement there, so I was kind of closing this up. But what else is it that Just for Fun Radio or Military Mike can do to help? Please let me know.
Well, just keep announcing the May 24th, starting at 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
And everyone's invited.
Okay.
Lots of food and entertainment.
I might,
we're waiting for results.
Yeah, you might see me.
Have a good time. Pop in for about 10 minutes, Mike.
Shoot, it takes me longer than that to eat a sandwich.
You guys come down.
It takes a lot longer for me.
Spread, Mike.
Oh, I know. That's I know you're gonna win, so I'm just like, hey, food.
But guess what? All three of y'all that's sitting here right now, we got a special seat for y'all when y'all come.
Uh-oh.
That's right.
You don't have to get up,
You know
Scotty.
where that is? You know where that is? Gee, we're going to be sitting in the bus behind the building.
Eating sandwiches and praising the Lord. I could do some singing now.
Come on. I put you on the program.
Oh, man, I'm telling you. Once you hear me sing, you'll never go back to your regular church.
Yeah, they say when he sings, they hear angels. It's because he's killing them.
Well, I'm looking forward to hearing them.
My singing's so bad, I'll knock the wings right off an angel.
But you know what? Just for Fun Radio, you guys are the best.
Well, we try to be.
Right.
We have
to you.
Yeah, man.
That's right, baby.
You're doing an excellent job.
Our problem is we dance and we dance. I use the word jump rope most time. We jump rope on that line, and there's so many people that can't realize that we're poking to make you open your eyes to the other ways of seeing things, and then they get mad at us when we don't see it their way. It's like, come on, man. That's what makes the world great is we don't have to agree on everything.
That's right.
But the fact is that if you're not even willing to be nice about it, then you weeded yourself out. We saw your true colors. So
that's right.
Well, I tell you what, anybody that has key issues like special needs community, senior citizen, adult daycare programs, veteran communities, mental health is just a serious issue. Being someone who suffers from those issues, your whole family values and empowerment. You're partnering with pastors. It's just, that's an amazing concept. And man, I just wish that would just run rampant through our country right now. And then, of course, you did talk a little bit about budget reforms and stuff like that. You know what? That's going to be the tough, dirty stuff, right? That's where you're going to have to get your hands dirty, because you're going to have to dig into some, dark closets there, unfortunately.
Exactly. Well, you know what, Mike? I've been in banking 31 years.
Oh, okay.
So I have the banking and finance experience as well.
That brings a whole different life.
I've done it.
Yeah,
I've been in the banking arena for 31 years. I've balanced budgets for large corporations.
Oh,
and
wow.
now that I'm retired, I still get calls from them asking my advice.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Experience is the key, man.
Yeah.
You know what we found out about Rockdale County recently?
Oh, God.
$8 million in the hole. Yeah, there's an $8 million deficit.
I was scared. I didn't know where he was going to go.
Yeah,
with that.
No,
I just found out about the Ingalls at Honey Creek that got robbed. So you know.
And then Nagoya got a 60-something on their health. This community needs you. Maybe that's what we should change your slogan to.
I agree.
We need Sharon Henderson.
We definitely need Sharon Henderson, because it's time for a change.
It is.
Oh,
I have a vision for the people, and like the Bible says, without a vision, the people perish. That's the preaching side of me now.
There you go. We're good with that. We're okay with that.
And I have a vision for the people.
All right.
Much better.
Well,
all right, folks.
We're going to go to a commercial real quick. We'll be right back. Thanks for hanging in and coming in this morning as well. Give us just a few seconds, everybody. We'll be right back.
That went good.
That was awesome. Great.
Oh, no. Thank you.
No, thanks for coming in.
Yes.
Gus look good.
Yes.
What
It's
did he say?
YouTube.
Oh, no. It's commercials are running.
Morning show 519.
Yeah, you'll just have to get past the time frame. You'll have to find out where you start and tell people to tune in.
Yeah, because
if not, they get to listen to the crazy stuff, and then they go, "You really went there?" But that's the thing, is we try to dance on the other. I have the last.
Oh, do you really?
Oh, do you? Cool.
You check your website?
I'm going to be honest. I have not, sir. He's got me. And then I do my show Wednesday night. Hey, man, I'm just like. But,
Thank you so much.
hey, look,
Thank
you know
man.
what?
Appreciate it.
And see, I'm
I don't know that
actually
you
do
would
what I
really
call
want
a
to do
tour.
that.
I'm gonna go.
You want to take a tour?
Well, I'm gonna get on my motorcycle and hit every church I've ever went to in my life to see the difference of how they've changed from here to here.
Right.
And then that's what that's just gonna be a spiritual thing for me. Everything's changed, whether it be them changed or me that changed. Another one to end up at, because I keep going to some all about high energy. And I went to some slow, sad singing.
Pull it up in the Chrome instead.
Sad singing. I'm like, man, I'm here to. God, oh man, let's get some energy going. So an hour of that happened. I wanna hear it. I wanna feel it. So,
There we go.
You know that.
Is that the video
in
from?
Chinese garden.
I have a music playing in the background while you're viewing the picture.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Wasn't live, so I'm not freaking out.
Turn the video down, and I have some special.
See why it's not playing it though.
I ask him at least one time.
Get out. Now you can just see the photos.
Stop it. I'm telling you, it's like it's possessed today for some reason. It's I don't know why it's. Yes, I did. Ashley. Okay. Oh, she loved that. Yeah, she's super excited about graduating. When I pulled her cap and gown out of the bag that it came in, she screamed, and I think my neighbors 3 doors down heard her. Yeah, she was super excited. I just can't believe that it's happening.
I know. You can't believe it either. Your baby's
Yeah, and she's the baby. And it's no, we have between my husband and I, we have 3 girls. I 2 of them are ours together, and then he has another child from someone else, but she's the youngest of the 3. And what stinks is we only have 10 tickets for her graduation, and my parents. Grandmother is still alive. Well, and then her sister.
right.
Thanks, Scotty.
Thanks, Scotty.
It's good seeing y'all.
Okay.
Do what? Oh God, y'all got to be careful now. Don't believe half what you hear. Most of it's only half true. She probably ain't gonna tell you the other half. That's what I made that joke about Jeff. I'm like, he only tells half the real story. Fine lady.
Oh.
Sorry, buddy. As I'm over here picking my teeth. My sugar dropped. I had to eat something.
That was a good interview.
Could you hurry up and sit down?
That was a good interview.
And we're back. And Michael is the most immature adult I've ever met. Mike, you heard the music. It was time to come back. The interview was great, but you heard the music. It was time to come back. Here, if you're going to be putting the baby doll up here, that way you can see it. And you do know no one can hear what you're saying. Hold on, let me fix it so everybody can hear you. I don't know that they can still hear you. You're such a jerkwad. Do you know that, right?
Whatever.
I can't get Mike to understand anything.
You love me. What do you mean you can't get me to understand anything? God.
Oh wow, the big mic's on, huh?
Well, I had to turn it on because it wasn't set. Nobody can hear you on video, by the way.
Oh, and it was funny
when you
stuff.
do that.
Wow, YouTube's clear today. I'm sexy. Look at that.
Apparently, it's not very clear.
Oh, wow. Why'd you take me off the TV?
Either your eyes are fuzzy or...
I was going to do a duck face.
You look like a duck's face. With that bill right there, it looks like the tail of the duck, too.
I got a duck.
Why do women do that? Every picture you see now has got a woman going like this.
Because they think it makes them look sexy,
no, it doesn't.
But it makes them look like idiots.
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to agree
Stephanie, don't lie. Because it turns you on, too.
No, they look like fools.
Hey,
I mean, fools.
You know what, man? I hope she wins. I do. I would like to see Sharon Henderson in the House of Rep. I really would. I think it'd be pretty cool. You're
fixing to do a gag, by the way.
I am?
Mm-hmm.
Well, so much for freaking any advance notice whatsoever.
You just got it.
Is that who I'm calling?
No, that's my friend.
Really?
Oh, well, no, that's not Teresa, but it looked like her there for a second with her purple hair.
That's
but that
not
ain't
Teresa?
No.
Oh.
That's one of Teresa's friends.
The tattoos on the chest right there.
There's Teresa.
Why do they do that? But women are so beautiful. The women in the world.
Art.
It's not our
Wait. You're an idiot. You want to sit here and scream how everybody has their freedoms.
I don't have to look
and
at
then
it.
you want to say you are a big contradiction of everything that you say. I mean, I am on certain levels, but I just find it funny.
Certain levels, you rewrote the contradiction book. If you go
Okay,
to Wikipedia, it's got a
Here's
picture
who
of
you are calling, who is a wedding planner, but it's also she officiates. She would do the marriage.
Oh.
So you and your lover,
Yeah,
your
but
partner,
that's not funny anymore.
your partner.
That's not. I got a funny.
Oh my God.
Give it to me. What is it? Her birthday?
Yes.
Okay.
I just believe you play it however you want.
Of course I will.
The biggest thing is let me go to her about section because you need to know where she lives.
No, I don't.
Well, you got to be able to
that.
say where you're at when it gets asked.
Yeah. She's coming to Atlanta.
Stop. That is y'all are popping in people's ears now. Use your brain.
Hey, I was just humming.
I was popping, and man, let me tell you something.
I was feeling dead air.
See this?
Jeez.
Texas.
Am I going to Texas or is she coming to Atlanta?
Yeah, you tell them you're going to Texas.
I'll just say I live in Texas.
You cover it however you want.
You know, I
Say,
will.
you know, there's only two things that come out of Texas, and I don't see any.
Oh,
ones on
shit.
me.
Yeah. You are so terrible at that joke.
That was
Cowboy.
That was so bad. How did I get her name? How did I find her? A business card? Facebook? Going to voicemail. They're an hour behind, aren't they?
Your call has been.
Told ya. She's a very attractive woman, too, by the way. Just want to throw that out there.
To an automatic voice
See,
message
she's
system.
not dealing with you, man. She knows it's djscottie. I'm sure she doesn't. How do we know her? Do we know her?
Jacob.
Oh, no. This is a... Holy smokes, did you hear that? And you're not going to say anything? I heard it over here with headphones on. Oh my God. If I did that, freaking would sick the dog on me. It is so, there's such
To an automatic
preferential
voice message
treatment.
system. 7.
Okay. Haven't we learned our lesson? Did you mute me?
Do you hear yourself? What is wrong with you people?
I did it yesterday and you did it today. Did you mute me?
With you?
But he had the big mic on earlier. Look, have we not learned our lesson with Jacob? Have we not learned our lesson?
What lesson is that?
Idiot.
Every time,
Wow.
Yes, yeah.
You are an idiot.
I didn't even
Every
have to
time
say anything.
he gives us somebody to call, what do we get?
And all I hear is how I bully y'all. Oh my God.
Well, no,
It's a show, you
nobody says
morons.
you're a bully.
Oh, wait a
You're
minute.
yes,
now.
Jackwad.
There's a few people that want to try to scream
Oh,
it.
yeah. Well,
Wait a minute,
you are
though.
kinda-
It
well, you're
was
mean
it
to
was
us.
my
Dumbass.
it was my aunt we tried to prank and she f-bombed live.
Yeah, well, that's
Twice.
funny. That's funny. That's a good prank. But
Yeah, it
I
was
think
a good prank.
I think we have lost. You have lost your mind actually calling someone that Jacob gives us a phone number. Has any one of those
Yeah, but
ever
it's,
worked?
it's just now turned to 10 o'clock this time, and they're in Texas.
She's probably
Okay.
She's probably asleep.
Has it ever
What is
worked?
wrong with
It's
you?
a joke.
Has it
Jeez.
ever worked? No. Jacob gives us phone numbers. Remember that one time?
Jacob lives in central United States. Hello.
I don't care if he lives on a different planet. Homie can't freaking schedule a prank
Oh my God.
to save his front
He
north
just
wheel.
was trying
Oh God. Oh,
his
that-
west wheel.
That cannot be real.
Oh my Lord.
That's not real.
No,
And I'm
that
not.
ain't
That's
real.
gross.
That's
is-
not weird. That's
that's-
not weird. That's not weird.
Oh please,
My
Lord,
eyes
tell
hurt.
me that.
My
That's not.
eyes
That's got to
I
be.
found a woman
Photoshop.
that you could put
My
on the screen,
eyes
and Mike
hurt.
doesn't stop talking.
Mike,
Oh,
she's
God.
hot.
She's hot, Mike.
No,
She's
God.
hot, Mike.
You wouldn't do it for your country.
She's
You know
a
what?
double bagger, but she's got the flag
Double,
on.
no, a triple bagger with a shotgun. Feed that woman with a slingshot. No,
He keeps looking.
yeah, it's kind of like what they do in NASCAR.
He's
man.
like, huh? She really.
Hey, have
like
y'all
that
seen?
under that
Have y'all
suit?
seen Bill Clinton's girl? Stop. Have y'all seen Bill Clinton's girlfriend?
Looking.
Look at them stars
No.
and stripes.
Oh, that's black. Let me tell you something. That is a good Photoshop, though. That's pretty good. But God, that's
How many stars does the flag have on it, Mike? What about the stripes? How many
That's
stripes are those?
disgusting.
Anyways, we love you guys. We're sorry that we're pushing you to the breaking point of going nuts.
That
The breaking
was-
point.
that was disgusting.
That's what we do.
That was on that.
Well, it's funny when
No.
people are part of it and they agree with it, and then when they don't want to agree with it, then they want to bash it. It's funny. It's funny how human nature works. You like it when it suits your needs, but you don't like it when it don't suit your needs.
Well, we're friends, right? We consider ourselves friends.
Oh, I don't know about all that.
So,
Wait a
If-
minute. Do
if
you
I'm-
ever come here for birthday parties?
Do I ever get invited?
yes,
Well,
you just don't show up.
wait.
When have I?
Hey, now
Show
you're
me
now
an
you're
And
now
and
you're
movie
hitting
on the
low.
lawn. You've been invited to movies on the lawn,
That
and
was
you
like
never
last
showed
year.
up.
That was last year.
Stephanie, stay out of this for a second. Mike, do you ever come here to any of the birthday parties?
Do I ever get invited?
There's your answer all by itself.
Show me an invite. Show me one invite.
I don't have to. You just got your answer.
So I'm okay. Earlier today, yeah, Stephanie, help.
Re-ask your question.
Stephanie, help me.
Re-ask your
Earlier
question.
today, what was he saying? I'm gonna stop letting people come in the house and stop having people
I
be
said,
a part of
I
my life.
said,
Everybody's a jackwad, but the people I love.
No,
I
you
care
were
about
so
it. The only
missing what
people
I
I
said,
trust
Ed.
is my family, and everybody else
what
can
I
burn in
no,
hell.
what we said. God, dog, you shut up.
And even your wife said, "Don't you mute me? I will just yell. I will yell. I swear."
The correct statement was
I
that
never get invited.
every time that we open our doors and we let people become part of just for fun, and then we let them come into our lives and they become part of our lives. They sit at our table, they hang out with us, we treat them like family. It always comes back to bite us. That's what I said.
That's
I
why
said
you never invite
I
me.
said that's why not only it's not that we get mad, we get hurt because we allowed you to become part of our life, our family, and then you dissed us.
Can I be honest for a second?
That's what I told you.
My feelings were hurt when you guys didn't invite me to Sally's birthday. I'm serious.
Who would have known you wanted to come to that?
I'm
you
just
have
saying.
an invite to come to anything that happens here.
Really?
Don't you smile at me like that?
Easy, cowboy.
That's why you don't get invited to
See?
stuff.
You just said you
because
don't
you
invite me to
smiled
stuff.
because you were envisioning something else because you're a pervert.
I was just smiling. I was happy you were inviting me in your
Okay,
home.
when I say you're invited to look at the look on his face, Stephanie. Stephanie, look up at his face when I say this. Quit looking at your phone. Look up at his face.
I see his face.
Now don't look back.
Ah!
Now stop
This
messing with
show
your phone.
has
And
lost
you're-
its
all
mind.
you're doing is looking at some stupid picture, not
This
even like
show-
something somebody sent you.
I'm serious.
Put the
This show-
phone down for a second.
This show has
Look
lost
at him
its
in his
mind.
face when I say this, Mike. You're invited to anything that happens at this house.
Thank you.
See, now you're trying to hold a face straight because you started getting all perverted.
Now he can interpret my facial expression.
Oh no,
Stephanie.
I know how you
Yeah,
think.
it is.
You looked at me like anything that happens at your house.
Look, I'm serious. When
Any
I saw those
event-
pictures of Zaylee and all, I was like, damn.
What
man.
makes you think that you aren't invited to that?
Not receiving an invite?
Oh my God!
That immediately leads to the fact why I think
You're
I'm not
part
invited.
of the Just for Fun family. You're supposed to be here.
Now you're gonna say I'm supposed to be here.
Anytime the bus rolls, you're supposed to be on it.
And I'm trying. I'm doing pretty good.
I'm not arguing with you. My point is anytime that
Y'all
we do,
stuff a damn microphone in my face every time we go somewhere.
Hey, yeah.
because you've
I'm not
actually been
doing
doing good.
Gee, I mean, I go to a freaking police thing. God knows I got weed in my pocket, and you put me in front of a 400
Idiot.
cops.
K9 officers.
Get this. Who am I standing next to during the whole freaking show?
K9 officer.
The
And the
chief of
chief of police.
And he's like, do you smell that? And I'm like, smell what, dude?
Mike's making jokes about you need to
Yeah.
get these dogs rechained because I've been walking around here with weed in my pocket. Not one dog has notified y'all.
That was funny. They busted up laughing. And then, but you said somebody.
Oh,
complained
now,
about that. That's
now you have hurt my wife's feelings.
how did I hurt her
Because
feelings?
now with crying faces, it says awesome. I will have to work on that.
Because she knows I wasn't invited.
Man.
I'm serious. I looked at all of those pictures. In fact, I liked all those pictures
I
of
didn't
Zaylee's
get
birthday
an
party.
actual, hey, Zaylee's party is at such and such time.
I know.
But it just,
because he doesn't do that, Steph. He doesn't invite
yeah,
us.
because you're just supposed
I
to
am
know.
a grown man, testicle toting, 100% adult. Well, I'm not 100% adult, but I'm trying to be one. My point is, leave it to my wife to send out invites. I don't do that.
Well, thank you very much for not inviting me then.
All I tell you is whenever we
and
do
then
something,
yelling at
you
me
just
about
show
not showing up.
You just show up.
Yeah.
So
I wanted to come. I had unexpected house guests.
Okay.
If we're having an event here, I just expect you to be here. You're like my Uncle Fester at the Adams family house.
Well, let me
I just
explain
expect
something
you to
to
be
you.
here.
Let me explain something to you. If I
Speaking
don't
of
know,
Halloween.
if I don't know about the event, then how the hell am I supposed to show up? You never said when the party was. You know when I found out? When that gorgeous wife of yours, don't you mute me, I swear I'll yell over it.
Sack up, man. Sack up.
Your beautiful wife brought that gorgeous little girl down, and she had little ears on. And I'm like, what's that for? We're having a birthday party for Zaylee. Last night.
A pair. Just grow a pair.
Tell me I don't show up for stuff. Don't freaking invite me.
I
You're
gotta
talking about
figure
me
out-
being a contradiction.
I got to figure out where we're going to have a graduation party for Ashley.
And yeah, I mean, Steph invites me to stuff.
Hey, Mike, how
She
much
doesn't know
property you
any
got over there?
Yeah, Steph invites me to stuff. She asks about the champagne and stuff like that. See, she discusses it with me. She just doesn't go, oh, we're having something. I'm not going to tell you where it is or what time it's going on. But the day after it, I'm going to yell at you about not being there.
Pathetic.
It's like, God, Mike, why don't you show up to stuff that we have at our house that we don't tell you about?
Mike, if everybody else showed up, why do you think it's
Well,
you're
yeah,
not supposed to?
I just don't think posting pictures on Facebook is considered an invite.
Or checking in somewhere, that's not an invite. Or saying come join the Just for Fun crew at checked in at Social House, but there's
we're leaving now, but yeah, you can come. I tell you what, we'll make it so that they don't clean off the table, so
And
you
we'll
can
leave
get some
you a
pictures.
snack. I left you some fries
Here's
when you
some
get
tater
here.
tots, Mike.
Hey, we got to go.
Yeah, I gotta go see the beautiful, amazing, one and only top rate.
What the hell are you
Where's
going
that
to?
Insurance agent Karin. I pay my insurance.
Well, tell her that I said she was short and she has a funny voice.
I'm sure she just heard you, and
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that you just probably hurt her feelings.
No, I did
and,
not. She slammed me at bite night. So, no, that's just not the way this relationship works.
Oh, that is a relationship now.
Me and
I don't think her husband Steve will like that.
yeah, well, me and little homie got a thing going. So somebody just gonna have to lighten up.
All right, we gotta go.
All right,
everybody have a good day.
See you. Bye.
What's tonight?
I don't know.
Oh, it's Thursday.
Yeah. Well, I'm not invited to
hold
nothing,
on.
so I'm just gonna go home.
From Karin. Shut up, Mike.
There you have it.
I love you, Karen.
Listen, I don't have all the information, but at
comes.
7 a.m. Saturday morning in the town of Covington, there's a 5K run. The fire department's putting it on. I don't have all the information. I do apologize for that, but
I'll be there.
You're going to be there?
No.
Why?
A run? I don't run well.
I
barely walk.
You're just going to drink coffee and have donuts with me.
No.
I won't be joining y'all. I will be donating my second.
When we doing a movie?
my
I want to do a
second,
movie.
We'll mess with that.
Platelet donation.
Come
is
on,
coming
let's
up.
So Saturday morning, I'm going by myself. Y'all suck.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry, my appointment's at 9:45.
Yeah, my appointment. I got an appointment Saturday too with my pillow. When we doing a movie, before
You
it
could go
gets too
down and meet
hot-
the fire chief and all these great people with me Saturday morning.
Not with all the weed I got in my pocket.
The fire chief don't care.
When are we gonna do a movie on the lawn? Let's do it before it gets freaking scalding, sweaty hot.
We're working on one at the end of the month.
Okay. Were y'all gonna tell me about it?
No, you just
We're just gonna
you
post
just pulled
pictures.
it out of him.
Yeah. Wow, this movie was
Doc,
great.
Doc says, "Hey, I need to come to another seizure movie."
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I can see it right now.
I think I'm gonna play Clockwork Orange.
I can see it right now. Y'all
Mike's
posting,
eyes didn't even budge.
Y'all posting the movie was great. Of course, Military Mike didn't show
Scanner
up.
darkly.
All right, we got to go, man. Really, truthfully. Everybody have a great day. We'll see y'all on the flip side. Stay out of trouble.
See you, bye.
I'll probably be heading into that motorcycle shop. I'll probably be heading in for the insurance place in a little while myself.
Yeah.
I got to make my rounds.
Why you got to follow me, man?
I got to make my rounds. Well, you're going to text me when you leave.
So does that mean you're going to
Stephanie
follow?
around?
What?
You're going to follow me to Mandarin Garden too?
No, you're going to tell me when you're leaving the insurance place so I know it's safe to show up.
How you going to get there? You don't have a vehicle.
Yeah, there's no vehicles.
What's this thing called? A bus, and there's another thing called a motorcycle.
It's raining. You don't ride in the rain.
Is it raining?
Neener.
It was.
Neener.
You slip and fall.
Are you trying to say nanu?
Neener.
Neener?
Neener. You ain't got no.
I don't know. What are you saying, Stephanie? No, it's not raining anymore. It's already gone.
Hey, real quick, I just want to say thank you to
Dude,
Pastor
yeah.
Sharon Henderson. She's running for the State House, District 113, voting on the 24th, and then at the Apostolic Church on Highway 81 at 7 p.m. on the 24th. We're going to have a little celebration party. He said he's going to let me sing, so I think everybody should show up. You're invited, Scotty. See how that works?
Yeah,
that's called an invitation.
He said we had a special seat.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they're going to set us out back.
Yeah, I would. Hey, you see how I did that, Scotty, where I said your name and I said you're invited? That's what Wikipedia calls an invitation. Try it sometime, bully. I said my piece.
Wow.
Okay, we got to go, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should. Where are you going?
Gotta
I know
go.
I'm not invited.
We're out of here. Everybody, have a good day.
Deuces.
I got one of my fave songs coming up after these commercials. See you on the flip side.
Oh, that was cool sound. What was that?
Hold on, somebody left.
Shut up. I don't care.
Shut up, Mike. Shut up,
Next
Mike.
step's hot.
Liar.
Is that my husband?
I don't know. We'll see y'all later. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye, y'all.
Deuce is.
God, you're nasty, Steph.
Stephanie has been ripping them, man.
That new cream has given me the
Yeah.
burp.
Your new cream is causing all this.
Wow.
Yes, the
She
creamer.
said-
Yes,
New cream.
the new creamer.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Yes, either that or the new beer.
Are you mixing the cream with the beer?
Oh, gross.
No,
That'd be
last night
kinda
I
weird.
Last night though, I mixed beer and chocolate
Why would you mix beer and chocolate?
because I was drinking a beer and then there was brownies.
Did you put them in a blender together or something? So again, buy on video, everybody.
Oh, we're still on video.
Yep, I let Stephanie just roll it on.
Yeah.
I was just letting Stephanie keep talking.
Yeah, bingo, bango.
Look at her face. Look at her face. I was just letting her keep on going. I mixed beer with chocolate. Oh crap! Here's another one.
Yeah, that's horrible.
It was double chocolate.
Rednecksteph is hot. Good Lord.
There are a lot of
Mike is
delusional-
sexy.
Oh, well, thank you. I know that.
Is that a real motorcycle?
Stephanie, say bye.
Bye.
Say
Mike.
bye.
Mike,
God, how many times do I have to say bye? God.
see y'all later.